Hello and welcome. It is the 4 a.m. slot yet again. You're back here with me, Chet, at DM Luke Thomas. And we are going to continue our saga of the unusual rain. Um, oh, hi. And Lucha. Hi, Lucha. We're going to continue the story, and Lucha's going to hopefully make it interesting for us. We'll see.
Lucha is the only person I'm not mad at for being awake right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's fair. Lucha was in the last one, too. And
I don't think Lucha sleeps, actually.
maybe not. You don't know. He might be human. Maybe not. Maybe Lucha's the mimic. We don't know.
Dun dun dun.
So why don't everybody just introduce yourself and your character real quick, and then we'll get started. So we'll start with Francita.
Okay, hello, my name is Francita.
Oh, there's no
and
sound.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see,
I hear
it's not
sound.
you. Oh, nope,
Nope.
she lied.
You had yourself muted. CA.
Sorry, go ahead, Francita.
Okay, yeah, my name is Francita, and I'm playing Frigga Stronghammer. She's a wizard of the School of War Magic, so she's like a strategist. She is basically the least wizard that you can get. So yeah, that will be fun.
Can you repeat the name again?
Frigga.
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 Stronghammer. Yeah, Frigga is Stronghammer.
I like it. Okay. And Poon.
Yes, I am Poonicorn. Oh, I am awake.
Good morning.
Hello, I'm playing Marta. I like to hit and stab and also smite things. I'm very large.
Fantastic.
It is all.
Rick.
I'm very, very smart.
Good morning, Ric M, the GM, and I'm playing Kalish Hollythorn, and he is a albino, or what's called a bleached gnome ranger. And so he has a bit for exploration and doesn't mind people commenting about him being all white with red eyes.
Would you say he's all white with that?
He's all right. All white with that. Yes. Yes, that's a good one.
Oh, goodness. All right. And next we have Rich.
Hi, I'm Rich, also Disruptive DM or Draxthus. I am playing Arturo Sev. He is an assassin, but I only kill for money. Don't worry
There
about
you
it.
go.
I enjoy
Forget about it.
I enjoy chaos. I like watching chaos. I don't generally like to get involved with the chaos, but I don't mind starting it.
Great.
I'm quick and relatively charismatic. I can talk a few words, usually in sarcasm, but we'll see how that plays out.
So we're all playing ourselves.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. It was easy this early in the morning. It's easier just to play a character that's a jerk because I could just play me.
Yes. My voice is always this low and gravelly in morning.
I know. We've heard.
Yes.
All right. Well, if I don't know if anybody, any of you guys caught any of the previous streams about this a little bit. So far, you guys know a little bit about the horrors that have fallen upon the city of Iladin. So essentially, about 2 nights ago, there were multiple large metallic rocks that fell from the sky and crashed into the city, tearing apart huge swaths of the old city, as well as the college district, the sorcerer school south of town. this is, I mean, this is a big city. This is the capital, the largest city on the continent. It is very old. It's been standing longer than most people know for sure how long it's been, and a lot of damage was done, as well as when these meteors hit, multiple weird creatures and fiends of some kind were let loose upon the city. Many people say that they were inside of these rocks and were released when they landed.
It makes sense to me. Yeah.
And at this point, you guys have been called in by a research team, and there is south of the city lies the ocean. It's on a peninsula, so just south of the city there's the Wizards College, and then the Wizards College butts right up against the end of the peninsula, and then
You
it's
said
all
butts.
ocean. What?
We like ocean.
You said
ocean
butts.
is good.
And then south of that there are there's lots of different sized islands, but yeah, it's the largest portion of the ocean. So you guys can obviously see there is still smoke rising in a giant column far south of the end of the peninsula into the ocean, as many people believe that some larger rock hit somewhere in one of the southern islands and is still burning currently, and you guys have been tasked to investigate.
Always the burning island. Never a good thing.
What did we do?
Did I do
that
that?
What did we do that made us the ones to investigate? You guys must have messed up.
Oh, I'm
really
very
bad.
strong.
Yeah, so the one of the guilds actually is asking you to do this. It's a group effort by the Blacksmiths Guild, because they want more information on this metal, as they've been researching it, as well as the guard in town. The captain of the guard wants it investigated to make sure that there's not going to be more monsters of some kind released by this thing. And because of the nature of the monsters that were released, you guys have been hired based on your specific skill set, and you have been paid in advance a decent sum, with a promise that if you bring back samples of the material that the rock is made of, you'll get paid pretty sizably for each sample. A sample for them would be ore equal to about a 1 foot by 1 foot piece, or 1 foot diameter.
Is about size of my head.
Yeah.
Or the entire size of the gnome.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And
My size.
A gnome's worth of metal. Got it.
There you go.
a
Just
gnome's
measure
a
with
gnome's
the
weight
gnome.
a gnome's weight in metal of this, or ore. It doesn't have to be solid metal. It just needs to be the raw ore that comes off of the rocks.
Raw or what? Raw or cooked?
Yes.
Yeah, just use me, put it against it, and then lift it up, and it's the same thing. Yeah, right there, it's Cassie. I think behind me.
So, you basically, you guys are supposed to try to determine what, if anything, is happening on the island south of you, and then report back with your findings as well as any samples that you can provide, and you'll be paid handsomely.
So, are there any boats we can purchase, or at least get a ride to the island?
One has
Or-
already been procured for you and is waiting at the docks.
Oh, well, that takes out some of the fun. But okay.
I'm good at swimming. if we need to just
We were just going to jump on your back.
yes. Well, the tiny one.
I will. Yes, absolutely. I'll take a
Not that
ride.
big.
It's piggyback ride.
Don't discriminate.
Two tiny people, yes. Both ride, one on each shoulder. One is good, one is bad.
Oh boy.
Just because I
Would I be
shoot
on?
things doesn't make me bad.
So you guys
I
have
did not design.
you guys also have the added bonus of you are going to get paid a stipend in advance of 1,500 gold pieces, and you can use that to purchase health potions, items, whatever you need, in preparation for going to the island.
Oh,
Oh.
yes.
So how much are the health potions? For some reason, I feel we need those.
A standard health potion is 150, and a greater is 500.
That's a greater.
A superior healing potion would be the entire 1,500.
How much is bagpipe?
Probably 5 silver pieces.
Got one.
What was the 151? Just the normal?
A ceremonial one would be 10 gold, but just a standard set of pipes.
It's
Is
it's
this
1,500 for each of us or for all of us?
Each of you.
Oh wow.
is this one of those
thumbs
things where the game is like, would you like to save before entering this next room?
I don't
Yes,
know.
I feel that.
Because
What are you guys talking about?
like
where the games give you like a ton of healing items before a boss fight.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
This-
recognize
this is this.
I'm also buying candle.
Chet, how much? What was the 151?
150 is a standard healing potion.
Got it.
I
So that is-
recognize that I should buy healing potions, but
2d4
2d4
Martha
plus
does
2.
not.
plus
So-
2, yeah.
So Kalish is outfitted, as he'll tell you, with 10 of the potions already kind of going.
Or no,
in.
I think it's 2d4
And-
plus 4 because it's 2d4 plus 4. And then
They,
For the standard.
for a standard, yeah.
Mhm.
Should I? Do you need to know if I have anything special in my equipment? Because I know in the chat you just said
Nope. I'm totally fine with whatever you guys choose to bring at level 6 because
awesome.
Yeah.
Because I happened to pick up the wand of Orcus before we started.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That
can't
seems-
touch it,
Yeah.
but
I have
It should come in handy should you ever be able to touch it.
I have 2 potion of healing, 1 candle, 1 bag of pipe.
The bagpipe will serve you well on the boat as a nice form of annoying everybody else on the boat.
Yes.
Yeah,
And also let me just dig around in box of clearance items.
there's a hand of Vecna in there, you know. I just decided not to touch it. Just because.
I maybe get I have a weapon, right?
I hope so. If not, you can
Yes.
use the gnome, I guess, at a worst case.
I
I'm
have-
pretty hardy.
what? Use the gnome as a shield? Just
No,
strap
just,
him on one
beat,
arm.
just beat them with the gnome.
Oh. She could also use you as a shield, right?
That's true, yeah.
Literally,
Make a
just
good
put her
pincushion.
arm behind your backpack and your back.
Yes. Shield made of meat. Oh, you know,
Literally, a meat shield.
I also take potion of animal friendship,
Okay. That'll be interesting.
and I am good. Is all I need.
I'm just upgrading my armor to studded leather.
So to take the samples of what we have to take, would we need tools or do we just take them?
You would need tools. The guild, the ones who are paying for it, actually provide you with a special set of tools. But they only provide you with the one. They say they're quite expensive. Don't lose them. And they would like them returned. Upon closer inspection, it's essentially a smith's tools, but they are made out of adamantine and appear to be quite tough.
It's very shiny.
There we go.
It's too bad that these tools are single use and they'll get dissolved once we, get the sample.
That is incorrect.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know where the tools went. They just disappear when we use them.
Yeah, it's
Okay, so
That's a shame.
I just got 3 potions of greater healing.
So how much for just a standard pickaxe?
A couple silver pieces.
Oh yeah, we'll get 2 of those.
Okay.
I have shovel and strong arms.
There you go.
Yes.
Hey, I'm just industrious. I'm a gnome. Give me a pickaxe. We'll work through it. Plus a great weapon too.
So, once you guys have gotten all of the purchasing out of the way, you're welcome to join the boat on the docks, and they will drop you off, or they're gonna. They have a good idea of where the meteor landed, and they're gonna drop you off as close to the island as they can.
So, question: are there any? Kalish is looking around and making sure that we're not being followed.
Okay.
Because in this little endeavor, if there's demons falling out of the sky, there's got to be demons among us, as they say.
Besides me?
Well, yeah, besides you. You're a good little demon, that helps. They're not the good ones.
Demons, I smite demons, I stab and smite them.
If the gnome is worried, I will scout.
Yeah, he kind of is too, and he'll watch with you because that's his nature in these things. So we're going to look around as we're going to the docks to make sure that we're not be followed by anybody.
I will also try so that the gnome does not see me either.
Go for it. You can make the perception check with advantage.
Okay, so 18. Let's see. I'll second there. Okay. Yep, 18 plus 4, 22.
19.
Okay. So, you don't see anybody following you guys specifically as you're going around. You seem to be just making normal purchases, and nobody really seems to know what your goals are. So, seems fine.
All right.
Like my life goals or my immediate goals?
All.
Both. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
and.
Right.
Nobody's really certain what Arturo wants out of life.
I just want to be happy and not be part of a union.
Oh, Poon, you shouldn't give the DM ideas. You know that, right?
I know. I was hoping you were not watching chat.
Listen, I am at a distinct disadvantage in this game because I don't play. I GM.
See.
So, does everybody have what they need?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you guys board the boat and make your way south. The trip it takes 6-7 hours before you start to get close to what you assume is the origin of the smoke rising to the south. And it is quite a large island, and as you approach, you notice that it's basically a very long, thin island, and on, or at least looking at it from the horizon perspective, with a set of rocky crags on the west, or on the east side of it, and the smoke seems to be rising from the farthest west point of the island, which looks to be again mostly forested, and there's a lot of smoke coming from that direction.
Not good.
Are
there any heavy fires going on from it, or just smoke just from the actual impact itself?
as you get closer, you definitely see that there are flames. There's a, I mean, and this has probably been burning for the last 2 days. So,
Jeez.
just because you guys know, it's been a couple of days since the meteors hit, and the forest is still on fire. So
Nobody's put this out. Did we bring a fire extinguisher?
you did not know.
I can we on it.
Oh, there you go. We did bring a fire extinguisher.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Small fires, though.
Take a few days probably.
Gnome-sized fires.
No.
So a rowboat is provided for you guys, and you can make your way. They put down anchor a little ways away from the island,
Of course.
and you guys can row your way the rest of the way to the island, and you make it fairly successfully, with maybe a little bit of diversion by bagpipe.
Yeah.
So, just to give you, a picture of how this goes, is the dwarf is probably doing the rowing with the gnome and I in the front,
Yeah.
and
Bagpipes in the back.
bagpipes in the back.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're very stealthily.
Yes.
There's nothing stealthy about this part.
No. So
I'm very good.
as we
What-
get to the island, I'm going
what
to
song?
bring up a hunter's mark, so I'm ready to go.
Okay.
What song you want to hear on Big
Don't
Pipe?
place that thing on me.
I know one song.
Putting it on me. I'm the sniper from the far distance.
Then Kalish, go ahead and make a perception check to see if you see what you see.
Natural 20. Honest to God, natural 20.
That's the way to start. Get them all out of the way right now.
Yes.
Um,
Not when I need
no.
them.
No.
Not when I need them.
So you actually, looking around, you notice the island, the beach that you're on is covered in tracks, as well as you get a little bit further in, and you start to see a few animals, dead animals, most likely part of the exodus from the forest, all the chaos that ensued after the fires. So it does look like a lot of creatures just ran as hard and fast as they could.
It's good strategy.
I'm a little insulted. There's no welcoming party.
I say a prayer over each of these because, again, a wasted set of life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
These are
it's
meant to be
been a while.
hunted, not meant to be crushed.
Mhm.
So
You also can you kind of get a feeling of like just the your hunter's intuition. Kind of you get a feel of the land. You can kind of just under your feet you feel the rise as like when you get into the forest. It seems to kind of all be a little bit of a hill rising towards the larger crags, and the majority of it is just forested. It doesn't look like any of this island is inhabited based on just what you're seeing. Maybe hunted sometimes, but not but no permanent inhabitants as far as you can
that's
tell.
a good sign.
So no inn.
No inn, no
No
bar.
out.
Yeah, no out. No toilet.
Good thing I
The
brought my
toilet
own.
is what you make of it.
So Kalish is looking around saying, I wonder if there are any traps that are out of order here. And he's looking down to see if there's any tracks that are out of order with the investigation skill to see if he can see if there are any monster tracks.
Sure, go for it.
And he rolls a mighty 3 with a plus 7, 10.
You
No.
don't specifically see anything that looks monstrous. You do see some unfamiliar tracks, but it doesn't look monstrous to you.
Okay.
So you guys spend a little bit of time just tracking into the forest to kind of get a bearing of what's going on. And Kalish, you start to kind of feel for the also like the natural migration patterns, and like there's some general paths created by just the forest creatures here, and so you can kind of follow some of that. And you kind of go, well, we can either head towards the fire, or up into the crags where you imagine things would have looked for safety, essentially.
Yeah. What do you think, party? Shall we go up into the crags, or shall we follow the trail to the fire?
I'll be honest. This is your element, not mine. I'll follow.
Where is rock we have to get?
Rock we have to get towards the fire.
Yes,
So
we go there.
So we go the other way, right?
Yeah.
We go to the. It won't come to us.
So we're gonna fight every natural instinct and go to the fire.
Yes.
All right.
What is this?
Okay.
But we'll be cautious with weapons out.
Yep.
Kalish will have an arrow knocked into his bow as we go stealthily forward with the Goliath behind. It provides extra cover.
It does for you, at least.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so you guys track your way closer to the fire. You start to get to the point where you definitely can feel the heat of the fire, but you can't quite see it. As there is, excuse me, there is a, there's clear signs of this is on fire. There's, you have ash kind of sifting, drifting through the air, and you get a sense that it is eerily quiet. It's just there's pretty much everything has evacuated that can. The only problem that you see is you'll have to find a way that isn't through that isn't currently ablaze, which means you'd have to find like a water source or something. I'm assuming with that natural 20, you're just like super
tuned in.
Yeah, super tuned in. You're like, okay, forest fire, gotta find water. Like you're just kind of like looking for that that method to get past the fire without too much hindrance.
So is the impact towards the top end of the island? Basically, we're going up to where the impact point is?
No, from what you can see, like the impact would have been the center of the fire, and that's on the lowest point of the island, or near that area.
Could we stay on the shoreline and get to that area? Would there be a way around that way?
You can try.
Are we? I was gonna say, are we going to a high point so we can look?
It's gonna. Well, we could. We went around. We went around that.
You want me to just stand up?
Well, I mean,
exactly.
Since we can't go through, since the fire is kind of blocking us, why not go up?
Pick up the gnome. Put the gnome on top of you.
I throw. You want me to throw gnome?
Throw gnome. An aerial visual.
Yeah, it's not even right.
Most people have drones.
It's called drone.
We have the gnome.
I cast drone.
Hey, the gnome's only 28 pounds. On a good day, the gnome can fly pretty far.
You are small. Even I can pick you up.
3'1". I look like a little kid.
You have 3 feet?
Yeah. 3 feet.
Listen,
I come up to your calf, where your knee is about.
Okay.
That's cute. I was gonna say that's horrible, but it's not.
So we need to find water. Yes.
Yes.
Or go up.
I can use this stick. Is shaped like Y. I find the water.
A divining rod. I like this.
It's a dowsing rod. You hold and it just,
All right.
This is a pretty savvy client. I like this.
Well, I'm very perceptive.
Should we maybe we could split the party and go in 4 different directions?
Oh, that's always
my.
a good.
I love this idea, guys. This
Kalish
is,
is like,
I think this is your
He's
best plan
already-
yet.
He's
Nobody ever likes my idea of splitting the party.
no.
He's writing all the ways to kill us that I've mentioned.
Yes.
Can I use my
No, I'm-
dowsing rod?
I'm trying to give some visual perspective because I realize this is difficult. So my horrible drawing here.
He's perfect.
This is
Oh no, that's actually
smoke,
His sleeping cat.
island, rocky crags. This is the direction.
crags are out of the way.
Crags are way back here.
Yeah.
This is all forested. This is all on fire.
Oh, all right. So then walking the shoreline is the best bet.
That's what I'm thinking. Going
Yeah.
around the shore.
I
Okay.
agree.
Okay. I can use my stick. I will find the water.
You head back to
will.
the
I
shore.
believe in you.
You can't miss.
You head back to the shore. It's been about an hour of additional tracking, basically, and you go back around and you make your way to the shoreline.
I found it.
As you approach where you can again, you're starting to feel that the fire. It looks like there's like the edge of the shoreline there is like all of that green growth is all burning. It is extremely hot. Go ahead and
Smoky.
everybody make another perception check.
Okay.
Oh, getting very good.
18 plus 4.
I got 21. I got 20.
22.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Nice job.
13.
12.
So let's see.
I found water. I find fire. I find ground. I find air. Is everything
together.
So let's see. It is Arturo. Arturo, you notice. You kind of reach out and you put a hand out in front of the Goliath and are like, and you just toss a rock into the sandy area in front, and you watch as it sinks into what looks to be almost like a molten glass.
is quicksand?
No,
No.
No.
it's glass.
Is better?
Oh, yeah. Definitely better than quicksand.
Yes, I
Yeah.
take some. Yes?
No,
No.
it's hot. It's all melted.
Yeah.
mean,
we
listen.
go other way?
Ooh,
Hmm.
if we put the gnome on a large stick, could we tan him?
We could roast gnome.
Roasted no. Great.
You would blend into the environment better.
Well, actually, I do blend in pretty good,
Is there-
considering
is
I'm
With all the
albino
ash.
white and the ash. Yeah.
Is there like a dead pig? On the beach?
You can search for dead pigs if you'd like.
So-
Kalish was
So basically, we're not going to go any further than
I
where
put
we're
dead
going.
pig on
Oh.
dowsing rod.
Okay,
No, we
so
definitely have to
can't-
find another way in.
Yeah, we can't go through here, so
What?
go
If-
the other way.
We
Would an
go.
island like this
Oh,
have deep
water.
caves in it?
You imagine it probably would. The surface that you guys were walking on, although it's very, it's heavily forested. There was a lot of like smaller, like rocky bits. You're not sure how deep the cavern system would go, but you also kind of get the idea that there's not a lot of you don't know of any way that you could access that here. You'd probably have to go find somewhere. Again, where the crag, the rocks.
Gee, like the crags and the rocks,
Mm-hmm.
the opposite direction of where we've been going.
Yes, let's
So
go
Kalish
there.
has a great idea. Say, let's go to the rocks and see if there's a cave system.
I hate you.
Is possibly cooler there. Okay, I use my dowsing rod. We go. I find the cave.
There you go.
Is that how that works?
Purpose.
that
stick.
is how it works. The
Yes, I
bonus
just
test.
changed the setting
All right,
on.
okay, Poon,
You
make
changed the setting.
make a investigation check with disadvantage.
Yes. Oh, I'm so good at this. Well, the first one was a 17.
Hmm.
Okay, so I rolled a 5, which gives me a 4.
Good job.
Perfect.
You do a great job following your dowsing rod.
Yes, yes. It's
You're
just
dousing-
making me follow the gnome.
Well,
Every once in a while, we pull Poon back from the water.
There's,
Yes.
there's just a string on the end of it going to the gnome. That's how they guide me.
There you go.
We
Kayla's
tie it after
playing
the
on
fourth
the-
time you walk into the water.
so
Like,
yeah,
no, no,
just
no.
literally start walking into the ocean. They're like, nope, no,
No.
wrong signal, wrong signal.
Yes.
It reset.
Yes.
You need to reboot it.
So turn it off
Yes,
and back on again.
I boot it into ocean.
So as we get
Neuron.
close to the crags, I'm going to investigate to see if I see any hidden openings or anything around the area.
So you guys are traveling for about 45 minutes when you notice some more like burnt. Actually, I should say you guys have been. Yeah, that sounds okay. So you notice some more like charred plants, and it looks like possibly another potential impact site. A much smaller one though.
That makes sense.
Yeah, let's go to the small one.
So 13 plus 7 with
Hopefully
the
smaller
investigation to
fins.
try to see if we can hone into
Like what you
where
think.
it would be.
Yeah, it's not actually all that difficult to
to do.
find. Excuse me. You just again it looks like this one burned for a little bit but just went out. There just wasn't enough heat to keep it burning for very long. So you head into like the kind of the central area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you guys approach, you see set in the ground this pretty decent sized like rocky like orb looking thing. It's not exactly spherical, but to you it kind of looks like an egg. You kind of get now why people kept calling them eggs. It's like a very rocky rough assimilation or looks like kind of a rough egg shape, and there is a crack in the middle of it.
Oh no.
Poon, you want to sit
I-
on this and see what hatches?
I like to eat eggs.
It's not open. It's closed. Like
It
it's
is
just cracked, or is it cracked and open?
as you approach, like it is a very it is a very large thing. For like comparative, from a size perspective, you could probably walk through the crack fairly easily. But it's not. It looks like it almost like split open, and you can reach the inside.
Yes, I just do you want me to pick it up? We go? Is what we came for? Yes.
It's
Okay.
I don't
from
like the crack in this. It does
I will-
resemble an egg
Can I-
to me.
I
Can
pull
I
my
take-
pants up a little bit.
Can I take 10 minutes to ritually cast detect magic?
I'm
I'm not doing anything for the next 10 minutes.
Like, I'm not going to rush to pick this up.
Okay. So you are ritually casting detect magic. While you're doing that, I need all four of you to make
Initiative rolls.
I was gonna say make perception check.
I was going to say during that time, Kalish and I will probably look around, scout the area.
All right.
Which kind of roll?
Perception.
So we
Oh,
get
yes.
the 19. The 19
Nine.
plus. Let's see, plus 4. Yeah.
16.
I must have taken the ocean because all I see is water.
So Kalish has a 23 total.
Nice.
Can I not hold you, please?
Can't hit anything, but I sure can roll percent.
you are looking again at the tracks, and you actually notice there are fresh tracks in the ash, and you do not recognize them. And based on your previous look, this isn't just something you don't recognize. This is definitely outlandish, not normal for this sort of terrain.
Like a clawed foot thing that would probably...
Not quite. It's more. It looks like kind of a three-toed sort of footstep. Very light, a very light step. But it's there regardless. And with that, you kind of follow like the direction of like where it is. And as you're looking, you also like you notice it's not just one directional. It looks like the steps go forward and back.
Oh, nice.
So
they were dancing?
Nope. They were walking away and then walked back and possibly away again. So you what would you like to do with that information?
I'd like to tell the group and say, we have company, and very fresh company, pointing down to the tracks. These aren't animals.
It's a good thing you're so close.
Maybe they have tea.
Yeah, or maybe we're tea. It just depends on...
Maybe they set up their own bathroom, so we don't have to use the portable hole.
It's important to use immovable rod above hole, so
yes.
you don't fall into.
I think we
fall
should
into the pooper.
Check out what these belong to, because I think if we try pulling this out,
wait, let me pull up my contract, and I don't think it said to investigate live beings. I'm just throwing it out there.
It actually did assess the threat and get samples.
Yes, is threat here?
This is threat. This is threat. That's.
I'm looking at the back and forth nature of the footprints. It just looks confused. That doesn't say threat.
It's this big like rock that's cracked. That's the meteor. Like that's the thing that we're supposed to.
Yep. And to give you a size perspective,
take home.
It is, it's kind of like looking at a smaller version of the Chicago bean, but it's got a crack down the center of it, and I mean it is. And by smaller, I mean like maybe half sized, not something you can pick up and carry, but you can investigate it and see how heavy it is.
So gigantic, basically, or larger.
Yes.
Great, and a crack in it. Yay. To Kalish, this calculates in his mind something is in here and death. It's just calculating.
I calculated
the 10
openly.
minutes haven't passed yet, right?
Not quite. They're doing their investigation. Once they're done kind of debating what they want to do next, I imagine your 10 minutes will be up.
Okay.
Let's follow the tracks to the edge of something while still keeping our wizard in sight.
Yes.
I stay with wizard.
There you go.
That's probably a good idea.
We'll let our
With
go ahead
sword.
stay with the wizard. Yes. And
Not
the wizard-
pointing at wizard, just pointing.
No. Anything tries to eat wizard, beat it to death.
Is what I do.
Okay.
All right. So you and I are going to go out and see what we can find. Are we going to try to go stealth mode in doing this? Yeah,
absolutely.
I figured. Okay. So rolling stealth. That's
The stealthy team.
I get a 14, 8 plus 6, so not as good as I'd like.
17.
So we're trying to make as little noise as possible and blend in as much as possible, though. An albino gnome blending into the vegetation.
Are we all rolling stealth, or just the two that are going off?
Just the two that are going off need to roll stealth, unless you're specifically trying to stealthily watch her.
No, I'm singing.
So 14 for me and 17 for Arturo.
Okay. And you guys, so you guys head out. I need you to make another check to see if you can follow the tracks after they get outside of the ash.
Do you want me to use investigate or
you can do investigation or survival.
So 16 with that 9 plus 7.
Okay. You follow the tracks a little ways. And
17.
how long do you guys want to follow the tracks?
Not too far, just a short distance to see which direction they're heading.
Okay.
100 yards, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, that's easy. So you guys follow about 50, 60 yards from the initial like burn area. You find a deer that and
Deer.
yeah, and it looks like it's been hunted. It's been killed somehow.
Oh,
That's what I
jeez.
said.
So let's investigate the wounds and see what's killed it. That'll be a 20, a 13 plus 7, 20.
Okay. You look at it, you investigate pretty thoroughly, and you look at what you end up finding is it looks like it's the back of its skull was kind of punctured with there's just a large hole, and inside you don't actually see any brain matter left.
Oh no.
So
Very tasty.
I need
So-
Poon to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh my god.
Even though I stayed with the wizard,
Yeah.
because I stayed with the wizard.
So I'm
Okay,
putting
I'm
this
real
out
good.
to
Oh, I'm actually
Arturo
really
to
good
make
at-
sure you know what kind of thing we're up against, Arturo.
This is I
Somehow,
don't have too much brains to suck out.
I have a +4 to my wisdom saving throw, so I got a 14.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see.
Please donate. We
Ooh.
need rolls.
But also, I just spilled on myself. So
Yes,
You
please.
hear just inside of your head this simple command. Come here real quick. And you are drawn to the egg-shaped rock and into the crack.
okay, I just go to rock. You
Oh, no.
you stay here.
Wait. What are you doing?
Okay, bye.
Um,
Don't
and-
go near it.
No,
Come
I think-
investigating it.
Frigga, grab the giant. Grab the
No,
giant.
we're good.
and Francita, you're focusing
So-
very close. You're focusing on your spell casting, and you hear her say, "I'll be right. Just be right. Yeah, I just check out. I'll be right back." And
And I'm still singing my do 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 as I walk away.
you go ahead.
That doesn't make you stealthy.
It does.
Makes you extra stealthy. And you kind of like by the time you look up, she's already like close to the mouth of the crack. Poon, inside, what you see is
Look in the crack.
you see a creature
crack.
in kind of light robes, with a shock of bright orange floofy hair, and a little goatee, and he's holding a palette and a little paintbrush and has a little easel set up, and he goes, "So what do you think of my happy little trees?"
Oh God.
And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Are they the ones that are burning?
Yeah, actually, you see he's painted like kind of a burning forest scene.
It's very realistic. Is warm and everything.
So Kalish gets a 15.
Hi, Bellig. Thank you for showing up. And yes, Bob Rossflayer has arrived. Thank you to CA, who is currently asleep and will not get to enjoy this. And I'm so sorry. She'll have to watch it. She'll have to watch it later. CA donated $35 to get a Bob Ross Flayer mimic combo. And you guys, you guys are in for a treat.
Oh,
we're
God.
not in for a treat. They're in for a treat.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
We're in for a lot of carnage. So, Arturo, you get your chaos. Hey, what can you say?
Mm-hmm.
Look, I live for chaos. I also die by chaos.
So let's get some initiative order here. Anybody? Wait, I need to get dice first. Dice.
Did you start DMing without dice?
Well,
I
DM'd
always
with
do that.
I DM'd with my dice sitting to one side of me because I have coffee and a really really nice leather dice rolling thing. Here, I will share it because
Nice.
this is from by the lovely Crystal Sully
Nice job.
and Die Hard, and it is beautiful. And she
I
signed
love
it.
it.
She signed it for me, and she's a nice person. Anyway,
We're gonna be fighting that then.
someday
Maybe.
you guys won't be level 6 when that happens.
No.
Not for long.
It's gonna be a very short level 6.
And I'm also going to be using my Die Hard dice because I like it. It's so pretty.
You are very short level 6. I am very tall level 6. It's
So,
different.
initiative orders. Yeah, but I have this really nice tray and I didn't want to spill coffee on it, so I left it to
All
the
right.
side.
So Kalish gets a 15.
Anybody over 15?
17.
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
25.
Okay.
There you go.
I got a
our
plus 7
spellcaster
initiative.
gets a
So
25.
yeah.
Good job.
Nice.
Our wizard will blast it out of existence.
But Bob Ross
They're
is
going to be disappointed, I think, because I'm mostly melee. So.
Poonicorn, what did you get?
16.
And Rich, you said you got what?
17.
What's your dex?
It is an 18, so it's 4.
Okay. Okay.
Not for very much longer. We may have a Goliath with an attachment. With tentacles.
His best friend.
Oh, maybe until
Okay.
it's in your brain.
Very nice man.
Frigga, you get to go first.
Oof. Okay, first thing I will do is cast false life on myself.
Good choice.
Yes.
Yes.
Hit points are good.
Yeah, so I'm going to cast it at level 2, I think. Yeah, level 2. So that'll be, let me, it's 1d4 plus 9.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so that's 12 temporary hit points for me.
Mhm.
And bonus action, I don't have anything, I believe. No. Yep, that will be my turn. Right? Oh, I will probably do I notice anything like when I roll the initiative? Does that mean that I notice that there's a threat?
So you are just now realizing that Martha is wandered into the crack thing and is acting oddly, and now she's talking to something.
Oh,
Come back, Martha. Come
By
back.
the way,
But that's not odd.
Yeah.
No.
everybody, all of my friends that are within 10 feet of me have a +1 bonus to saving throws.
Which would be nobody right now.
Right.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
just
Nice.
like
Later.
ongoing
We're
while I'm
tracking the
conscious.
Way to split the party, guys.
I'm
okay,
so proud of you
then
guys.
I will.
I know.
Yeah.
We work hard, and the two of the most
Oh.
stealthy killer elements are off playing
Yeah.
with the deer.
Actually,
I don't know.
I cannot be surprised.
You're not
Which is
surprised.
Good.
You're just not there.
We're not there.
Yeah.
Though I am renewing the hunter's mark because it's probably been an hour, and now I'm going for whatever made these tracks.
Well, and
Okay.
you recognize the to and from. It was
That's
probably
what it was.
hunting, return home.
Yeah.
So
Which
that's
we're
why you guys you immediately are like actually make an intelligence check
Okay.
just or Arcana if you'd like
Okay.
to see if you recognize this.
All right. So I'm good with my intelligence check. So let me see here.
Selena,
Ooh, an 18 plus
14.
6 is 24.
Oh, and we just had a donation from Bellig. Bellig donated $40 so that there's your next rolls. You actually, I'll let you choose. Francita and Poon, you both get an advantage roll, so you guys have 1 point of
Heck yes.
Thank you.
yeah.
I just
They-
put it on as
They
inspiration.
need it
Inspiration.
more
Yeah,
than
that's
we
what
do
it is.
right now.
You get 1 point of inspiration. You can re-roll a die.
Nice.
You can re-roll any d20 roll.
Nice.
So, oh yeah, we're going to need it. And I'm going to move closer to the egg
Okay. You can get
as far as I can.
You can get pretty close. You're keeping your distance. You're probably 5-10 feet away from the opening at the moment.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. It's
Do I need it's an action to take out my weapon,
you can
right?
move. You can move. Well, you can do that as part of your movement.
Okay, yeah, I will take out my battle axe.
Okay. Battle axe is now prepared. Okay, so okay, we are going to Ross Flayer is going to attempt to make a tentacle attack at Martha.
No, Martha needs to grab the tentacles and beat it senseless.
I grab one, and I.
Yes, and you headbutt it hard.
Does a 15 hit you?
Ooh.
I don't think so.
Poon, does a 15 hit you?
It does not.
Okay.
Good.
He attempts. He reaches out to kind of like to hit you with a tentacle, and you just kind of you come back to your senses at that moment and just swat it away.
Are you not friendly?
I was gonna say you hear of you're. It's not exactly like the most aggressive of a hit. It's more of like it's trying to grab you and embrace you.
Oh, you want to taste me?
You hear in your head,
there.
I'm very friendly. It's fine.
Okay. Yes.
Just let me latch
come
on.
closer.
I don't like to be touched.
Then grab its tentacles and beat it to death.
Arturo, you're up.
So where are we relative to anything?
You guys are.
Too far.
Yeah, well, you said.
Far.
I was gonna say you guys said you're about 50 yards away from the like fire area. So.
Several rounds.
I was gonna say you're probably like we'll say 4 rounds of max speed, which is like 60 feet a second, or 60 feet or 10 feet a second. So if you guys mad dash, you'll make your way back there within 3 rounds. If you want to go faster, if you have some way of doing that, you can probably get there quicker. But at full dash, probably about 3 rounds.
I actually can also bonus action dash on top of my full movement, a double movement.
Mm-hmm. So you would get there. I would say that'll reduce it by 1 round to get to them. If you leave Kalish behind and just take off.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll catch up. Don't worry.
Okay.
Split the
So
party,
I'm just gonna
split the
put
party
down.
again.
That's round 1 for you, and you'll be there, and then you'll lose one. Basically, lose 1 more turn, and then you'll be there. But you'll be right. You'll be like, you can be within the egg at that point.
Well, I will be hiding. I will hide outside the egg.
Sure,
At that point.
that's fine. I was gonna say you can just be anywhere on the battlefield you choose if you're gonna be doing that fast. Martha, you're up.
Oh yes. So, is it? Am I charmed? Like
No,
or-
you were commanded to
Okay.
enter the cave, and now you are fully back aware to what's going on.
Is there's a person in here? You come and
Smite.
Do not come and meet my friend. I protect my friends.
I can protect them too.
I don't want to be licked with tentacles.
Gross.
I don't think that's the appropriate terminology, but that's okay.
So I have
Just a soft caress of the scalp.
the last thing that the smart
think you just need to
people
relax.
said was that I see. Okay, the last thing the smart people said was if something else shows up, I should attack it.
Yes.
Yes, they
that
said
was
if anything comes close to the wizard, kill it.
Okay, I will
Right.
attack it with
The
my
wizard is a squishy.
maul.
Yeah, I am. But I have a ton of personality
Okay, so
That's
that is
okay.
an 18 to hit.
Hits.
and a lot of rage.
And I have never played a paladin, so I'm just gonna scroll real quick.
You can dump smite in there if you'd like to. Smite will
Yes.
add for this one. It would only add 2d8 if you did a second level. It's 1d8 per level of smite.
That's okay. Bob Ross will feel the pain.
Yep.
Okay, so and I get to attack twice.
Yes, you do.
Okay, yes, I'm going to smite. So
First level or second level? First level is 1d8. Second level is 2d8. But you only have like 2 second levels, I think.
I do only have 2 second levels. First level.
Okay.
So, Chet, you got a small
use up a slot.
thing in text from Arturo. In the chat portion.
And
Smite,
then
smite, smite.
so this
Gnome
is 2d6
perception
plus
saw it.
4. So I'll roll. That's my weapon damage. That's a 6
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
a 5. So 15 weapon damage. And then smite does.
You're good. If you... Arturo's good to step out.
2d8, right?
1d8 or 2d8?
1d8, because she only put 1 level of smite. So it's your...
It says 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than
Yeah,
first.
that's... Okay, yeah. Yep, that's right.
So, whatever I said, 15 plus 6, 21.
21. Okay.
Good job.
There's thing I'm hitting in here. Help.
Did you whisper help?
No, I just, in same voice as do, 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 do. Hello?
In other words, enough for Frigga to hear, but the rest of us haven't quite gotten there yet.
Yeah, I was going to say, Kalish, you're up. Your
Thing with
companion
hair.
took off.
Full-on sprint
Okay.
back to the beach.
Okay, this
Or back
is...
to the rock, I mean.
Yep, this is round 1 of 3.
I would imagine that the smack of the maul on the head would be loud enough.
It doesn't... It does... It's not
Oh,
helpful. That's
That
for
was
sure.
only my first attack.
Yep,
Probably
you get
for
another
Frigga.
one. Oh wait, no. Actually, first I need you to make a. You can do a strength, or I'm sorry, you can do athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
Check.
Ooh. That is a 11.
Wow. Okay, your maul is currently being held in place by the shield that he's using, which actually it looks more like a painter's palette than a shield. But your maul is being held in place and cannot and is like you're using all of your might to yank on it, but it looks like it's actually sinking into the shield somehow.
Can I?
Do you have another weapon on you?
Uh-oh.
I do.
So
You can draw it if you'd like.
Okay, I'll use my. Yeah, I'll use my great club. You give it back.
Go for it.
Not for you. 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
Ah.
Okay, you were saying, Rick?
It also does not get the.
I was just saying more stuff, but you already saw it in there in the little chat box
Okay.
for the CCs. It's on the CC thing. Sorry. Just want to make sure you saw it.
Yeah.
It's give me back.
What's a little bit of painter's glue between friends?
That was my favorite mall.
It is as you let go of it, it begins to like sink into, and you notice what it looks like kind of like a maybe like a tongue or a ribbon of some kind that's wrapped around the end of it.
No licking.
You have the terminology right.
This is not a tentacle though. It's odd. And Kalish, you're running. So Frigga,
sprint.
you're up.
Okay. So I will. Oh God.
Bad situation.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, for you and me, it is. Not for Martha. Martha's losing a maul and is being caressed by tentacles
I'll
on her
get it
head.
back.
Not good.
I for sure will get this back.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I will cast a mirror image on myself, and I will say, Marta, please, get away from it for a bit.
There's voices in my head now. What? Oh, you were behind me. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, and don't forget that you have that point of advantage. You could
Right.
you and Poon both can re-roll something if you'd like.
Yes, I could have.
Oh, you know what? No, I'm not going to cast mirror image. I'm going to say that to Marta, and then I'm going to cast. So yeah, I do some hand gestures and some tiny like meteors get around me. I casted Melf's minute meteors. So I say, please get out of the way for just a bit.
While my meteors pound the living daylights out of Bob Ross.
Oh yeah.
We're going to blast this thing.
Oh,
Okay.
I was
Planetary
just going to
bombardment.
hit. Okay.
So,
On the painting, it's realistic.
and
Yes.
is that the end of your turn?
Little
Yes.
happy meteors.
Yeah, little happy meteors. That's going to be my new favorite thing. Okay.
That's a happy medium.
So, what's going to happen next is I need Frigga and Marta to take an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Please
at
use
these.
your re-rolls. Use your advantage.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use that.
Please re-roll.
I rolled a 17 plus 7, so
Okay,
that's a 24.
you're good. Poon, what'd you get?
Well, the first one was a 4,
Oh, the second one's a 1, isn't
and the
it?
second one was a 1.
Oh,
So I'm gonna go with the 4,
So
and I add my 0 to it, which gives me 4.
Oh no.
Bob Ross is going to have a taste.
I just like friends. What can they say?
Little happy colors
You
of red.
don't benefit from the +1 that you give to saving throws.
I don't think so.
Now,
I don't
this
think
is
it
the time
matters
we
either.
ask people to donate. Please, not for
Yeah,
Flint,
please.
Because Flint needs this, but because Martha needs this.
If anybody would like
so-
to donate,
so-
just let us know in chat.
Yes.
Anybody-
I will
anybody?
hit whatever my friends tell me to hit.
Thank you, Chaotic Anarchy.
you take Poon. You take 24 points of psychic damage,
Holy snap!
and you are stunned for 1 minute.
I'm gonna use Stone's Endurance.
Oh, so you're down?
No.
Oh, you're just reducing the damage.
Reducing it by let's see. Nope, that fell off. Okay. Reducing that by 10, so we'll take 14.
I have to say I love the name Ceramic Owlbear because it just sounds amazing, and I need one now.
I'm just curious what happens if we accidentally push over Ceramic Owlbear.
Probably becomes broken Ceramic Owlbear.
Oh, don't push her.
That would be sad.
Please.
I didn't have any intention of just,
At least that's my experience with ceramics, but yeah.
So I took the damage, and that's all, right?
You are stunned for 1 minute. You
meant 1 round, right?
Nope. You get to attempt the saving throw again on your next turn.
Yeah.
But
it'll be fine. We're
level 6, yeah?
Oh yeah, this is only a challenge rating 7.
Okay.
I mean, plus a little bit.
I don't know whose great idea it was to leave
zero
intelligence.
But that was CA's idea to dump this on you. So just find CA and tell her hi.
Oh, kitty cat.
Think happy moments. That's our cat, one of our cats right now.
-1 intelligence, 0 wisdom.
And I will say you are probably super lucky because I'm assuming a 14 does not hit you, even stunned.
No, it does not. But somebody did donate 20 minutes. Or $20 5 minutes ago.
Yes. Oh, and what would you like to use your $20 for? What would you like to give?
Probably to give you something good.
Please be nice to Martha. Please.
I saw the $20 come in, but if you don't leave a comment on the $20, I will double check and see if it came up though. If you left a comment, make sure if you are donating to help out that you leave a comment saying what you want it to be used for, so we can see it in the.
Yes. Is there a specific team on the donation? I'm just curious. I'm sorry.
Just put like thread writers in it.
Yeah.
In the comments.
In the comment, yeah, you can just put thread raiders or one drop or something of that nature, and we'll see it and we'll just read. You can tell us what you want it to be for.
Oh no, I meant like the link goes to Team Mary Water.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's the right one.
Yep.
Okay. Got it.
So, yes. You are stunned, but you are not currently being grappled by
I just play
a mind
with
flayer.
the tiny little llamacorns.
And it is Arturo's turn. You get right up within sight where you can kind of peek into the crack, and you just see Marta going, and there's an afroed
oh man, they're helping
tentacle
you.
creature.
Oh no, they're helping you.
Rick, your next attack will be a critical fail. Is that what that? Oh yes.
I think you get to decide when he fails.
Okay. So I'm holding. I get a point of to use against you.
And I bet I roll a natural 20. Thank you.
That is not what
I get to negate a natural 20. I'm super excited.
Yeah, that is the opposite of helping.
I like it. So Arturo, you can just now see this tentacled afroed creature, and it's quite stunning portrait of the burning forest and whatnot.
Awesome.
Yeah, but Poon is also stuck literally just right next to it. Marta is.
So the giver we can thank is the woman over here, my beautiful woman Kim, who gave us the critical fail. So Chet, we can thank Kim for that.
Thank you, Kim. I appreciate it so much. You're making getting up at 4 a.m. worth it for me.
She made it worth it for him.
So, Marta,
sense of humor.
Go ahead and make another roll.
He's busy. What am I? Is this my
another intelligence saving throw?
I should stop looking up because I had 0. It is an 8.
Okay, you are still stunned.
Yes, I am.
And Kalish,
Oops.
Yes.
this is round 2, and you have one more round, and then you'll be, unless you have a way of speeding yourself up, you will be in
No,
combat
unfortunately,
next
I can be
round.
quiet. I can be advantage. I'm quiet with my boots of Elvenkind, but that's about it.
Okay, Frigga, you are up. And
Okay.
even with the warning, your friend Marta is still standing right next to that thing, just chilling out.
Yeah, and it's her back is to me,
Yes.
right? So I don't see that she's got like this glaze over.
You're
look.
worried. You are somewhat concerned because you both heard a voice in your head just say, "Chill out, guys. Just
We just
chill."
got
Okay.
$10.
$10.
Yep.
Okay,
It-
I will.
It was
I
from
will-
me.
Yeah, from you.
I will say.
And what? And Rich, what are you using your $10 for?
I am going to use 5 for a disadvantage to you,
Yes.
and then an advantage to Poon.
Okay.
Yes.
I will, Rick, Rich, I'll let you hold on to that disadvantage, and you can choose when to use it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you can hand me a disadvantage whenever you feel like it.
Hey. I will say. Okay, I'm sorry, but this is the best course of action, and first I will use my action to cast Lightning Lure on Marta. So I will drag her 10 feet towards me.
Does it do damage?
Yes, it does. It does 1d8.
Okay, so
I will run.
make your attack first.
Yes.
Better that than Bob Ross doing damage.
Oh,
Fine.
she has to make a strength saving throw.
At
Oh,
disadvantage.
that's not
good.
At disadvantage because she is currently stunned.
Okay. Please fail. Please fail. Please fail.
I rolled a 9 twice, which gives me a 14.
What is your
Okay.
DC?
ADC is 15.
So you fail, and
Oh, shucks.
You are
Yes.
pulled 10 feet in a straight line towards me, and
Yoink.
then you take 1d8 lightning damage, but it's 1d8, so that'll be 4.
4 points of lightning damage.
Yeah,
Yep.
you take. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's
Ooh, do
better
I
than
see
the
this?
other
It's
option.
more like a.
Yeah, you see it.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's harsh.
and then I will use my bonus action to.
We just need the hairdo for Bob Ross, and this is what we're facing.
I have a
Don't forget
Bob
the-
Ross Funko Pop, but it's at work.
Well, if
So-
you had tentacles, then you got the right combo.
This one right here.
I
Bob
probably
Ross with
will.
tentacles.
Okay, yeah, I will use my bonus action to release 2 of the meteors towards the egg.
Yes.
Okay.
So that'll be 4d6.
And what does it do? What's it saving throw?
It does a dexterity saving throw
Okay.
to take
Please
half.
use the disadvantage. Use the disadvantage.
Oh, so yeah, let's use that disadvantage.
Okay.
God, I failed my saving throw, and somebody's commanding
It's
me.
okay. The Kalish in your mind.
We are all mimics.
Yes. Yes.
It got a 6.
Good.
It
Okay,
failed.
It
You
failed.
do full damage. Yes.
so you take 17 points of fire damage.
Okay.
A Bob Ross with no fro anymore.
And I have 4 meteors left, so I'm like, you want more of that?
No.
Of course he does.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Kalish froze.
Okay.
I don't know what
Whoa.
that means. Just saying.
Yeah. Well. Hopefully it comes back. Let's see. We will see. Well, it is Ross Flayer's turn. And no, he wasn't super happy about being burned, but it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Hold on. We lost we lost Rick.
He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be right back.
He was the last one to join, right? So you're okay.
Yep.
There we go. I wondered why everybody froze, and it was me.
Yes.
Yay.
Dang it.
Okay, so it's gonna just make its way like a little ways out of the opening, and it's going to take an attack at you again, Poon.
Oh, I don't like
Martha
it.
alone.
That's a 22 to hit.
22. Let me see. Yes, that hits.
Okay,
It has a personal space issue.
It does.
that is another 12 points of piercing damage. No, I'm sorry, another 14 points.
Oh, better.
Now,
Yeah.
now remember,
Numbers.
Poon,
The number's supposed to go down.
CA did this to you.
And I need you to make
Remember it.
I need you to make a where is it? Yeah, I need you to make another. Well, it doesn't. Oh yeah, no. So you make another intelligence saving throw
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
at disadvantage because you are stunned.
Ugh.
Sorry.
So much for tracking
Okay.
things. Next time
Well-
we stay close.
8.
Wait, is it's trying to cast a spell, right?
No, it is not.
Oh.
It
okay.
reaches. It just reaches out, and with two tentacles, it doesn't really. It's not even really an attack. It's more like a caress. But then it grips your head, and
Oh, it want to kiss me.
Yes,
and
it's
now-
pulling you in that lovely
It
mouth.
is all you have to say. I love the kiss.
and now you are grappled currently.
Yeah, good.
Now it's
Good,
going
good,
in for
good.
the kill.
Uh huh. Oh wait.
Mwah. It's fantastic.
Pardon me.
I want to die today.
That brings us to Arturo. You are now within range. You could easily attempt to hurt it.
So, my question is, from my vantage point, if I attack, would I have advantage? If not, I will use my bonus action prior to attacking to hide.
You would not have advantage.
Okay.
So you can use your bonus action to hide.
I will do that.
Make that stealth roll.
28.
Okay. You think you're being pretty stealthy.
Okay. And then I will attack,
Okay.
which will give me advantage on the attack.
Yep.
24.
Hits.
Okay. I didn't get enough 6-sided. I apologize. So that would be 18 points of damage
Okay.
plus an additional 2 of poison if it doesn't make its saving throw.
Okay.
Brendo, we are kissing. Why are you?
Kind of. It's kissing the back.
Sorry,
of the
I mean. Whoa, you taking it?
Okay. The poison doesn't seem to have an effect.
Fair enough.
I
don't like this guy.
And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Yeah, no.
Okay. What was your total?
It was a total of 4.
Okay, never mind then. You watch as your dagger gets yoinked into some kind of like it's stuck again inside the armor. You know you got a good decent hit, but it didn't seem to penetrate the way that it should have. And now you notice that you're actually sinking further into the armor somehow.
No, let it go. I have more.
Okay.
I have
Yep.
plenty of weapons.
I got $10.
15 more donated. 10 to Martha.
So does that mean I get advantage twice?
Yeah, you can have 2 advantages. Yeah.
So that gives you 3 so far.
Yeah,
I used 1.
Yep, you used 1, but you're going to get 2 more. And 5 to Rick with an advantage.
Nice.
Oh, so Rick, you got 1 disadvantage and 1 advantage. I see. Okay.
Kim's having fun with me now.
Right? Just toying with you like a cat with a mouse.
She is.
Okay.
Like a cat with a fireplace. Can you see?
My coffee's done.
Your coffee's gone?
My coffee's done. It just yelled at me.
Oh, okay. Go get more.
No, it's no longer heating.
Oh yeah, that's the worst feeling. Let's see. So that was your turn, Arturo. Marta, you have you can attempt to wake up with disadvantage again.
Uh-huh.
What is your total?
Let's see. 5.
That's with your advantage. You have 2 advantages you could use. You can use 1.
The other one was a 9, so
Okay.
my first roll was a 9, and I had
Okay. So Martha is still being grappled and restrained, and is stunned.
Exactly.
Kalish, you are in the fight, but
right.
it took all of your movement to get there. You
That's
survey
fine.
the scene, and it is not pretty. There's some meteors floating around one person. It looks like Arturo stabbed the thing, but lost his dagger in the process, and you're not sure where Martha's weapons are. There's a club on the ground, but that's about all you can see.
So I've got now anything within 60 feet of me with it's called a hunter sense, but it's a monster sense.
Okay.
A monster slayer. It lets me know if the creature has vulnerabilities, resistances, immunities. In other words, things. Let's see. I can use this feature up to the number of times in my wisdom, which is 3 times a day.
You can activate that on your way in, I'll say, and you do notice this thing has a magical resistance.
Oh, so surprising.
So in other words, the spell that supposedly singed his hair may not have singed his hair the way it should have.
Well, he would have a better chance of dodging it than most.
Okay, good to know.
So that brings us to the top of the round. Frigga, your friend is currently in being embraced quite lovingly by this creature.
And
by
has been hit quite a few times.
Disturbing tentacles.
Yes, just let me caress your scalp.
Is there a way that I could roll something to know upon seeing what has happened with the weapons, that a magical weapon would be more or less effective than that, or
you can make an Arcana check to see what you make of all this.
Okay. Okay, that is 17.
Okay, you are very sure. This is odd that the armor and shield that this thing is wearing are abnormal. But upon close inspection and watching, kind of with you kind of got an idea from when you saw the first kind of hit that Marta made before she got stunned. But also now you're watching really closely as Arturo stabs it, and you actually see this kind of tongue whip out, and you see kind of a teeth popping just for a second as the dagger gets swallowed by what looks to you like possibly a mimic. Somehow this creature has donned armor that has mimic-like properties and possibly acts as a mimic would.
Okay. So that does that mean that basically a magical weapon would be the same?
Yeah, you run the same risk of if you hit it with any kind of melee that you may lose the weapon. So melee attacks have the potential to lose the weapon entirely. Ranged weapons would be better because once
Would have been nice to know.
once the ammunition is expended, it's expended. You still have the ranged weapon.
Right.
So, and you would also probably gather that you notice this thing did a really decent job of trying to avoid your meteor strike, but your aim was too good for it. But this thing's going to be tough to hit with magic.
Okay. Well, in that case, I think still my best bet is just attacking it with a weapon still.
Yeah. If you can do enough damage, you might be able to destroy its armor.
Okay. So I will use my bonus action to cast. I'm risking everything in this, so I'm going to use my bonus action to cast magic weapon on my battle axe.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hit it with green flame blade.
Okay.
Nice.
The green flame blade ability, is that an adjacent creature of your choosing, or is it just a creature within
a different creature of my choice?
Okay.
Yes. So I can choose not to, or do I have to choose someone?
I would say you can choose to just kind of shoot it off to one side, so you can essentially just expend it without using the extra fire.
Okay. So that'll be then a +9. Ooh, I'm going to use my reroll because I roll a 3.
Everything's fine over here, by the way.
Okay, that's better. That's a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, and I will.
It's still so early, Poon. I really thought that if I just went like that, my hand would appear on your screen.
Oh, you hit me.
If you think really hard, maybe you can get one of the cats to hit her.
Yeah, I was
not Hammer. I turned on the fireplace and she's like, "Oh."
Yeah, exactly. Fireplace on, cat gone.
Oh,
yay!
I don't know why I thought that.
That's fun.
So it'll be 15 slashing damage plus the fire damage, which is a d8. Where is my d8? Oh, 1. 1 fire damage.
Okay.
So it's 16 damage in total.
Okay.
And do I have to make the strength saving throw? Or the strength roll for to not lose the weapon?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
I hate mimics. I do. I love them as a GM. I hate them as a player.
Everything is fine.
Yeah.
It's a saving throw, or is
so it's opposed. It's an opposed strength, or an opposed strength check is what it is. So
can I use athletics?
Yes.
Okay. That's a good stat for me. It's 19.
It rolled a 21.
Oh no! What the fuck?
I know, right? Just headbutt it. Headbutt it.
Wait, no.
So it has the weapon like
it is
like grappled.
The weapon is grappled, so you'd have to free it. You'd have to attempt another yank. So if you have another attack, you can use your attack to try to free it, if you'd like.
No.
Okay.
But but I will not let it go.
Okay, you're holding on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is my father's battle axe. You creature.
Yeah.
I love that
you're
you're. Okay, I love that your captions thought you said preacher, and I'm so happy.
He's preaching all right, just tentacly visions.
So it is Ross Flayer's turn, and it is going to attempt to hit you.
Doc.
Oh my gosh. Okay. It's a 26 to hit.
Kim's getting purr therapy right now with one of our cats. You can hear the purrs.
How many hit points do you have left, Poon?
20.
So
that was a face that I did not like.
Lots of purr therapy.
Chet, you want me to quote the basic rule?
I know the basic rule.
You don't have to roll dice. Just pick a number.
No, I'm doing it to be fair, because she's.
Just kidding.
Because I was trying to figure out if minimum damage would just straight up kill her or not.
Martha is resilient. You will not kill the Goliath. She will be back.
Okay.
Oh my God, Cthulhu. She brings in the 10-inch Cthulhu. So
okay, so you take
looks like to her.
You take 50 points of piercing.
15.
50 points.
15.
Of piercing damage.
My max hit points is 52.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it didn't kill you outright, I think.
So if this damage reduces the target to 0, the Mind Flayer kills the target by extracting and devouring its brain.
No, what?
No. Fail.
I love you, Poon. I'm so sorry.
Die.
Cool. Let me just roll up a new level 6 character here real quick.
Gonna put Cthulhu.
Oh, I have one. I have a level 6 Dragonborn Thief.
There you go. We're gonna need the rogue.
Was it a spell or it was just a feature?
It was a physical attack. You actually it literally
slurped.
Punches a hole through its brain, alien style, and slurps the brain out.
Loved you, Poon.
But Marta feels kind of this sense of calm kind of wash over her.
I died doing what I love.
But also
fighting and kissing.
You notice, so as your brain is devoured by this creature, your consciousness kind of, you feel this sudden calm, and you hear a voice kind of welcoming you.
To the collective.
Thank you for joining us. Would you like to make some paintings with me?
Some happy little trees.
We don't have any mistakes here, just happy accidents.
I think I make an accident when I was killed just now. It's going to be kind of stinky.
Well, it's all okay. You never have to worry about that again.
Yes, I paint with blood.
Yes.
So,
happy canvas.
You still had one more advantage, though, right?
I still have 2 more.
Okay. Do you want? I am willing, because Marta is an important character to our life here.
Well, I don't know about that.
Do you want to cash those in? I can roll. I will allow you a reroll of my dice. You can cash those in for disadvantage.
Sure. So will this bring the 50 down to less than 20?
No, but
okay.
That makes my roll a 5 instead of a 23. it attempts to try to suck out your brain, but the stab and all the things going on around it make it very difficult for it to actually. But you're stunned and you're just staring at this kind of like the maw like trying to penetrate your brain.
And yes, that was Kim modeling up the Mind Flayer and the Cthulhu behind me.
Yeah.
That's all this is going on.
Do you feel menaced? Are you being harassed right now, Rick?
A little bit.
Okay.
But you had a vision in that time frame of this thing, and it's slowly talking into your brain. Come join us.
I have friends here. So how many hit? I don't lose those hit points.
No,
then?
it is
20.
it is unable to extract your brain.
There's not a lot of brain in there, honestly. It would still be hungry.
Wow. Okay. So then,
it would be like eating lettuce.
Go right through them.
It is Arturo's turn.
So I'm gonna disengage, and as I disengage, I take out my short bow to attack.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yes.
16.
16 does not hit.
So then I miss.
All right. Marta, you get to make your roll again, and you have one more advantage left.
Cool. See, I don't change my dice when they fail me. And this is intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's a 17.
You regain consciousness.
Oh.
You are currently still grappled, but you are able to experience the world around you. He no longer has advantage against you to attacks.
Good.
So.
Ew, I don't like, but that was at the end of my turn that I did that, right?
Yes, it was. It is.
I can't pull it off my face.
Not yet.
Sorry.
That's next turn if you want to pull it off your face, or you can try to just attack it. That is Kalish's turn.
Cool.
Yes, Kalish lets the hunter's mark just go right between Bob Ross's eyes.
Fair enough.
And this is disadvantage first. He gets an advantage on the next one, which is kind of cool. 6 and a 4. So the 4 will miss.
Wait.
Plus 8. 12.
If you have disadvantage and advantage, you straight roll. Right?
Well, this roll, because Kim paid for it, I have the disadvantage.
Oh.
The next one, I get the advantage.
Never mind.
The next one's a natural 20.
Yay.
Okay.
So my dice roll low on the disadvantage, but by God, when I need them to roll high.
So
he killed me.
Yeah, he tried really, really hard to kill you.
So with the arrow, it is, 5 points, but then he gets the hunter's mark and the slayer's advantage. So it's another 9 points. So 5 plus 9, 14, and however you want to do the natural 20.
So for a natural 20, I usually like to play brutal criticals, which means you get to max out the first dice. But I always check when we get to the first critical. Is everybody comfortable with brutal criticals?
Mm-hmm.
That means
that
I'm already dead.
Yeah.
But that means that bad guys get brutal criticals too. So
that's fine.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that?
Sounds great.
Okay, so both dice are maxed for their first. So you just add your maximum number on the die to what you just rolled.
All right, so that would be 19 total points of damage from that arrow.
Hope she's proud of what she's done.
CA, yes.
She is, by the way. She's very proud of it.
She's loving it, I guarantee you.
She's dreaming of it right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't worry, Poon. We'll get you back.
She's gonna kill me.
Frigga, it is your turn.
I guess strength to release my weapon.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can just let go of it if you're. Oh no, this is your special one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, mine is also special.
So that will be my action to release it.
Yes. Yeah. You'd take an action to pull it free.
Okay. Athletics, that is 25.
Okay. Yep, you pull it free.
Yes.
And Frigga celebrates. Woo!
Give me that.
I guess that is all I can do. Because let me just.
Next round, can you pull Poon free?
Yeah, if you focus on pulling her free, I will put him into a pin cushion. Be a Bob Ross pin cushion with happy arrows sticking out of it.
Stabby.
Yeah, everything is an action, so that is my turn.
Okay. It is Ross Flayer's turn. It rolls to. Oh gosh! It only rolled a 4. Okay. So.
Oh no!
You are struggling against it, trying to get free, and it can't quite. It can't quite get the purchase to try to actually suck out your brain.
Good.
Give another round.
Yes. Okay.
Fantastic.
Oh.
I
Yes.
live to suck another day.
Arturo, you're up.
18.
18 hits.
Oh, that's good.
Slice off a tentacle.
Yes.
Not my nose.
17 points.
Or just stick the dagger in his ear if he has an ear.
No, I'm using. Oh yeah, I backed up. It took my dagger, my first dagger. I'm with you.
Turn him into a pin cushion.
And just out of curiosity,
Yes.
can I use the outside of the egg to hide as a bonus action?
Yes, you may. You can get around the other side of it, and just hide just out of reach.
So, Chet, does it seem like our damage is really doing as much damage as we think it should? Or
No, not to Ross Flayer. It looks like though, as the more you hit it, its armor is steadily degrading.
So the mimic is what we're killing right now.
You are. Bob Ross Flayer does look pretty hurt. He's bloodied at the very least. So you are doing damage, but it looks like his armor reduces the damage that he takes.
That's kind of what I figured.
That brings us to Marta. You can roll to free yourself, or you can attack if you'd like.
Yeah.
Kill it.
I'm going to attack it.
Okay.
I am more likely to succeed at that.
Enraged.
So this is. Did I drop my great club when I got stunned, or?
It is at your side. I would say it's like right on the ground by you. You can probably use your movement to reach it, like kind of struggle your way down and grab it, because it's not actually like it's not very far away from you.
Okay.
You kind of do the kick up. You kick the weapon up and grab it and smack with it.
Yes, I would like to yoink my great club from the ground. Is that okay?
Yep, that's easy.
So that is a 17.
Hits.
Style.
And I'm just gonna like swing it around to the back of its head. So it's probably gonna like break my nose if it's all like
just literally trying to like do a combo head bash. You just kind of put your
squishy
forehead down. Try to smack it, squish it like a grape.
And that is 10 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
And I would like to do it again.
Bob Ross is gonna have a headache.
That is a 21
hits.
To hit. And
Go, Martha.
8 damage.
Good job.
Okay.
And I can smite one of those?
Yeah, you can add you can add a smite to both or one, whichever.
Okay, yeah, both. So the first one gets 9. And the second one gets 7.
Nice. Bob Ross may not be with us much longer.
How would you like to do this?
Of the head.
Bob Ross is
I'm
no
really
longer with us.
just like smacking it in the back of the head like windmill, and
Nice.
then I do it one too many times and I smack myself in the head after it's like slithered off.
Or do you just do that on purpose?
Oh, that was not on purpose. Oh, I have headache from inside and outside. But its head is just...
Yeah, it is just squish grape. It is gone. Yeah. I not like tentacles.
I say, do not kiss me.
Yeah. So you guys actually watch as she's like bashing it, the smite actually like sears through the armor on the first hit, and then the second hit, the just like the Ross Flayer is the only thing that's left, much smaller than what you originally thought, based on as the because the armor and all the mimic piece just slithers off of him into like a puddle, and what's left is just him in robes, and it just crumples with a good hit. So yeah.
Is anybody else hearing things in your head?
No. Kalish a little while ago, but
Okay, that was me then. Okay.
So Kalish is going to run up and administer with the healing kit aid to our poor Goliath.
Oh yes, I feel.
And I get an 18
good.
with my check on the 17 plus 1, 18 with the kit.
Okay.
To do healing.
So with the kit usually has like you can stop wounds. She's not bleeding. She's not going to bleed out.
Okay.
To heal beyond that, you would need magic.
I'm gonna
to restore hit points.
When I grab my head, I use lay on hands for like 20.
20 points of lay on hands to yourself.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh headache. I rub my sinuses a little bit.
You're
our weapons.
You can go digging through the ichor. Yeah.
Okay. Gross. Wear gloves.
You just. All right, we're going in. And you spend a few minutes and you retrieve your dagger.
And is my stab is in there? My mole, the hitty stabby.
Oh.
Yeah, can you just...
Do I find them all in there too?
Yeah, you can dig through and find her maul in there as well.
Sure. She looks preoccupied with headaches.
Yes. Oh,
so Poon Martha gets another 7 points from Kalish laying a cure spell on.
I am feeling almost perfect.
You
a little bit slimy.
Yeah, I was gonna say your headache is gone for the most part, other than like the lingering kind of like feeling of that thing in your head, which isn't
really bright out here.
Yeah, Yeah, you do feel you've got kind of a
migraine style headache.
Well, I was gonna say you've got kind of like a hungover feeling after that, like after it kind of took over your brain for an extended period of time.
Yeah, I did not like that.
Do you guys see anything else around?
Well, we
Tracks led us back here.
Yeah, a deer with a hole in the back of its head and no brains.
Oh,
That's
I think we
why
know.
we came running.
Yeah.
I think we know what it. Okay. Yes.
Yes. So, anything
How's
else
your brain, Poon? You okay?
around the stone, Chet? Anything on the inside other than Bob Ross?
Great.
No, not that you can see. There is an easel, and there is the remaining picture that Bob Ross left.
I can smash.
Yeah, I want to
can
destroy it.
The painting, yes. The easel might be magical if you want to check it, Frigga. I don't know. I would figure you would have magical
I just sniff it for magic. Does it smell magic?
Make an Arcana check.
Yes. I'm very good at this. 10 minus 1. It smells like wood.
It doesn't smell magical. However,
does it possess me?
Does a 17 hit you?
Oh, come on. The easel, too. Which one, me or her?
Her. She put her nose on it.
Ugh.
Yes, a 17 hits me.
Okay.
I was presenting you with the maul, and you nose the easel.
Oh, I took my maul.
Yeah, she's got the maul.
The mimic bit her nose.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to kill the mimic.
I think it might be magical because it is eating me.
You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as it bites you.
What gave it away?
Up and down, up and down. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, and
a step away. A step away from the.
You also take 4 points, or 2 points. 2 points of acid damage.
Is perfect. Yes. Yep.
So,
and you are grappled.
Drop it and step away.
I'm guessing initiative after the surprise.
I'm not holding it anymore. It's holding me.
Don't worry, we'll make it a pincushion.
A pinch onto my nose. I am not intelligent.
Okay. So is it really like pinching your nose, or is it in the ground now?
No. So the painting, like the actual painting itself, a mouth like literally comes out of it and snatches her nose, and her face is currently embedded in the painting, along with a series of teeth that have grabbed her face.
Oh.
A furry familiar.
Okay, I'm going to run up there and try to free her.
Okay. Go ahead and you can make a I guess so you can make a strength check to attempt to pry it off of her.
Oh, okay. Athletics.
Holding on like kitty cat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can hear that purr.
Can you?
Yes.
23.
You pry Martha free, and as you're doing so, you notice that you kind of grab her head and stick one foot on the painting and just shove, and she comes free, and your foot gets stuck in the painting, and you also take 2 points of acid damage.
Maybe don't touch the painting. I mean, thank you, but.
All right, so who's next, Chet? Are we keeping the original?
Yeah, so the same order.
Okay.
I don't like this island.
You are grappled. You cannot move until you free yourself, Frigga, and you are being attacked.
Okie doke.
18 to hit.
I will use my arcane deflection, so it's a +2 to AC, so I have 19, so it doesn't hit.
Okay. It attempts to bite you, and you just put an arcane force wall between, so you're still stuck to it. Like, it's got a tongue wrapped around your ankle, but there's also that. But now there's kind of an arcane force between your ankle and its teeth, and it's kind of
Yeah, not today.
That is, and now it's Arturo's turn.
So, since we haven't, can we? I don't even know.
I can drink my potion of animal handling. Would that help?
I will attack it because it's startling.
You're a little unnerved by somebody who would create this masterful piece of art, and it's actually an attack weapon.
It's
22.
Aliens, space aliens.
That hits.
Oh, wonderful! That was horrible. 7 points.
Okay.
I was just so startled. I was like, "What? No, what? Go away!" And I will disengage.
So Arturo, you see in good time, Kalish is grabbing a vial on his bandolier, and he's going to be tossing it.
So, did you stab or did you shoot it?
I stabbed and then I disengaged.
Okay.
Because I figured I was right there going through the muck when this happened.
You stab it, and you kind of and it where the painting kind of where there was like the easel painting kind of thing, you stab in and you pull down, and you just see ichor kind of like fall out of it. It looks like you did a lot more damage than you initially thought, and you actually hear it whimper a little bit.
I cannot have feelings.
I don't care.
It is Marta's turn. Marta, you're freed from the grip of this thing, and it looks pretty hurt.
I would like to. I feel like maybe I have learned my lesson.
Tough lesson.
I don't really want to touch it. Okay, you can go away now, Hammer.
It's okay, the gnome will help if you want.
I will use the maul and just smash and hopefully not hit Frigga's foot.
Okay. Smash it.
Smash it with a dirty 20.
Hits?
Yes, of course it hits. Of course. What do you think I am? And that's nope, that's the wrong one. 9.
9 points.
9 points of damage. 9.
Mm-hmm. And
is it?
You hear again.
Still whimpering?
Yep. Yeah. You hear the second. And with that,
I don't like the sound. I'll hit it again if it's still alive. And
it is still alive. And Frigga, you feel the tongue release from your leg, and it just kind of starts flailing.
Oh, yes. Okay. So nobody touch anything.
Yeah, let's go.
I'll just like back up.
Yeah, let's back up.
Okay.
And as soon as we are far enough, I will just send the remaining of my meteor to the thing.
Yeah, no,
kill it with fire, like literally kill it with fire.
Go ahead. So it makes a save.
Yeah, it makes dexterity saving throw.
17.
Okay, so it passes, so it's half damage.
Okay.
So I only can throw 2 at a time.
That's
so
fine.
I will throw just the 2. And ooh, okay. $18.
It is smushed and burned, and there is nothing left.
Good.
Yes.
Well, that saves the acid that I was going to throw at it. So we'd have just burned it away.
Okay. New rule.
Is there anything else like in the egg that we saw when we were there?
After your meteor fire dies down a little bit, you inspect the interior, and it is, it's actually completely smooth. There's a smooth, stonish, smooth, almost metal-like floor, and curved walls on the inside, and there's nothing left inside.
So rock on the outside, metal on the inside.
Is new rule nobody touch anything?
Do you want to take a closer look at it, Kalish?
Yeah. I'm curious at this.
Okay. Make a. You can do. There's a couple of options. So Arcana would work. A general investigation.
Okay, I'll do a general investigation.
Sure.
And that gives me a 15 total.
Okay. Based on what? So you like kind of inspect it a little bit. The outside is made of like a rough stone, but also a metal ore. So essentially it is basically what you were here to get, is that rough ore. But the interior appears to actually be made of a solid sheet of this same metal.
It's like a transport craft that would allow somebody to come down through. I don't know if I'd know that, but it's something that would give a person a space inside of it.
You think of it more in natural terms, like a cocoon.
That's a good way of looking at it.
It's like some kind of a naturally formed container, and that's about all you get out of it from that perspective.
So would I be able to deduce that the bigger one probably has a bigger space like that to carry something maybe
Hey, mama and the baby.
more significant? Like the big meteor that went down on the other side of the island and caused all the fires?
Is it the same? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, same type of principle.
You imagine, that this is probably what the others look like as well.
So saying to the rest of the party, well, I think the other one may have things in it too. Now, whether it has more of these tentacly creatures, don't know.
Question. So the tracks that you said you saw were from this creature?
Yes, 3-toed from this creature.
Okay.
And it went right up to the deer and ate the deer's brains and left the rest.
Okay.
Oh dear.
So we should probably take some samples from this egg thing, right?
Oh,
because that's what we were tasked to do.
Though, can we take the metal? The metal's smooth. We might get the rock with some of the natural things, but I don't think we're gonna. Well, we might.
Does
anybody hit it?
You can try to hit it.
I could use my bag of pips.
Your bag of chips is what that translated to.
Pipes.
My bag of pipes. Or my shovel.
What would you like? Does anybody have like a background with blacksmith's tools or with mining?
Yeah.
I don't think I do.
How about land vehicles?
No.
Does that help here? It doesn't count as a land.
What about that would be mine carts, right?
I have the smith's tools.
I just have an investigator's background. I'm not necessarily
I have cooks utensils. Is that?
you have the tools that they provided you that you can use. If no, basically you just roll strength and attempt to chisel away some pieces of this with those tools, but you're not proficient with them. So.
Oh, it's not.
Are you proficient with?
Smithing tools.
You are.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, you have the tools that were provided for you, and you would add your strength and proficiency modifier to try to clear out some of this and get a usable piece of ore.
Okay.
I will inspire with the big pipes.
Are you a bard?
No.
You're just very optimistic.
Next level, that's kind of
Next level.
she's gonna take her dip in bard.
Okay,
If all else fails, I'll use my disguise kit to make the tools look like another set of tools.
and fool
Proficiency.
the rock. Yeah. That's a 14 plus 8, so
You use the adamantine tools that were provided, and you immediately realize these were that this is probably the only tool that could possibly chip away at this thing.
Other than my dizzying intellect.
Yeah, let's use your head again.
I used my head.
So basically a similar metal to
Please
the metal.
don't.
It is so you're not actually chipping away at the metal itself. You're chipping away at the rock around it. But it is, but just where you do end up striking the metal, it manages to even leave a couple of small scratches on the adamantine, which is extremely difficult. Adamantine typically can shatter pretty much anything with enough time and enough strength. But yeah, this stuff is pretty strong. But you managed to grab. How long do you want to spend chiseling?
I will tell the others to just keep an eye, and I will spend I think 10-15 minutes. Is that okay, or should I
see how much you get, and then
so 10-15 minutes would get you like one sizable piece that like of what you would get.
I can carry so much more than that.
Right, but so what they're looking
I'll
for is
watch the direction of the other meteor, to make sure nothing else comes.
you
our
imagine
way.
it would probably take you about an hour to get the 1 foot by 1 foot kind of size that gets you paid.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
we want to get paid. We like
money.
Yeah.
yes. Money is good for buying things like food and bagpipes
Yes.
And
smashy
healing
things.
potions.
and healing potions.
Okay.
I've heard of those. Yes.
I will then take the hour to chip away a piece that we can use.
Okay.
That
You chip away in that section. By the time you're all done, it's pretty heavy, and you actually, you get to the point where you're actually getting down to the solid metal that makes up the interior. You realize it's actually a fairly thin layer of material that covers the inside, but whatever was in here actually withstood the fire that came down with it. So this stuff must be able to manage a pretty high heat without harming the interior. So but yeah, you get your sizable chunk. That piece alone, you remember, is worth about 100 platinum.
Ooh.
And at this point it is now heading into evening. Like the sun is setting as you're finishing, so it's pretty dark at this point.
Yes, we can go sleep on Glass Beach.
So set camp, yes. No.
No.
No?
No.
We
Let's
sleep
sleep.
here?
In the egg.
Not on the glass beach.
Yeah, the glass beach would put near the other one.
Or we just go on the water in dark. Is no problem. Nothing lives in the water. It can't breathe.
No, I'm not opposed to staying here. We shouldn't just stay on the glass. I mean,
Exactly.
it's newly formed. It's probably hot.
We
So
could
am I.
actually stay inside of this and have one person watching guard.
Even
on
as
things.
even as the sun sets and it go and like the stars come out, you see the bright red umbra that is the fire that's been going on. You guys, I mean, it's basically like being outside New York City. You can see this giant light show going on.
Do we
say
see any
Manhattan.
movement
What?
towards inside the fire? Do we see any movement near the other large?
You're nowhere close. So
Okay,
you
so
guys were
see.
you guys headed to the opposite end of the island.
Okay.
You were pretty close to like where the craggy section of the island is. But you were again still that fiery umbra lights up the sky. You guys have a decent amount of dim light just from that alone.
So with my spyglass, could I be able to see it?
If you got to a height, you could climb if you wanted to and try to get to a height where you could use that.
Oh,
That may not. Oh, yes. Would our Goliath count as a height?
Not enough.
Not enough.
But I mean, you could get on the Goliath's back, and it could raise you to a height eventually. It would be you imagine it would probably be about another hour to get to the height that you need to survey.
What do you think? Should we go up on the rocks and stay the night up there where the other animals are, or should we just stay down here and not worry about it?
If they're normal animals, I'm good with it. I'm very good with animals.
we're gonna leave that. You're the ranger. We're gonna leave that decision up to you. But what I would not do is maybe wander away by ourselves.
Yes.
No, we stay together wherever
Last
we
decision I made sucked my face off.
are. Yes, that's not
Last
good.
2 decisions you made tried to suck your face off.
His
True.
Yeah, let's
would like
go,
to keep my face.
let's go to higher ground. I think, anyways, defensively, it would be a better option than being down here in the forest, where things blend in, especially if they've got more mimics. So yeah,
I don't know.
Let's take.
Does anybody want to donate for more mimics?
No.
Donations.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, do it.
Yes,
Do
we
it,
need
do it.
we need donations. You can donate to get us some more mimics in here.
Yes, donations for more mimics. Gosh, that's me. And they would do it too.
I love Lucha Bear. That's the best. It's a better love story than Twilight, Marta, and the Bob Ross Mind Flayer.
It is. All right, so we will follow up to the mountain or the hill or whatever this thing is, a sizable rock.
You guys climb a little ways up the rocks. Again, it's not a difficult climb. The whole island kind of steps up as you go.
Okay.
It does get a little bit difficult to move quickly or quietly, but you guys manage to make it to a relatively decent height that you are above the tree line, and you can survey the rest of the island.
Yeah, I'm going to do that with the spyglass.
Go ahead and make a
around.
perception check.
Okay.
And with a spyglass, you have advantage.
All right. Okay, so I'll roll the second one there. Good. The second one, the first one was a 7. The next one's a 19 plus 4. So 23 with
Okay.
advantage.
So, looking out across the other end of the island, the smoke obscures a lot, but there are a couple of gaps that you can see from here. You imagine most likely it's some kind of naturally occurring water that's preventing the fire from spreading in those areas. And through that, you see a very large section of forest that is flattened in a circle around this fairly large hole that has formed. It appears that there is still also some of this smoke appears to be coming from the hole in the ground as well.
Okay. But no movement, no creatures, no...
Around you, you notice a lot more movement. Some small creatures, some larger creatures that you don't. Again, just by the movement of the trees and how things are going, it looks like these things are all escaping to the higher ground as much as possible. So you do run into more small, like rodent creatures and all that stuff that would have been spread out through the forest seem to be packing into this section of the island.
Okay.
So
We
whatever
sleep with the rabbits.
you find some rabbits.
Some rabbits.
Yes, we sleep with the rabbits and not with the fishes.
That's funny.
I don't understand how they live under there.
So, what would you guys like to do next?
Well, let's see. That will. How long does this last?
Sorry, have we slept or?
I was gonna say, I think we were looking for a spot to wait out
sleep.
the night.
I'll take first watch for the first.
I'll take last watch.
I will climb way up into a tree about 5 feet in the air.
Okay.
Yeah, I take the other watch.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think you want me to take a watch.
Is that a wisdom comment?
I'm good at one thing.
It's
Smashy.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
let's go ahead and get rolls for watches.
All right. So I get a 19 on mine plus 4.
Okay.
So I'm doing good for watches and perception. Not so good maybe on rolls for hits.
Mine's an 8.
Okay.
Mine is a 6.
Okay. So Arturo,
Things go downhill from there.
Arturo and Frigga, you guys don't really notice anything of note during your watch.
Oh, thank goodness.
You guys, everything seems pretty peaceful other than the giant smoking conflagration. But
Is a big word.
yeah, I tried. But Kalish, you do notice a couple of very large creatures near you.
Like what kind of large creatures?
You're not sure. Large enough that you see kind of moving. As they move, you actually see like whole trees shake as their.
How do we miss that?
Elephant.
Yeah. I'm guessing giant size, yes?
Not quite. You imagine it's probably a large creature.
I hope I don't snore.
You didn't notice this. You didn't notice this before when it was still dusk, but they seem to be moving more now because you're into the wee hours, like when we started streaming.
If I went first, I will alert Frigga and Arturo that there is movement out there and it's quite large. So please keep an eye out for such things.
Yep. But you guys don't know. You guys don't notice anything.
Yeah. We don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
You guys keep an eye out. And
Are you afraid of the dark or something? Like, is there something there?
I might be albino, but I don't hallucinate.
That you know of.
That I know.
Yeah.
The only advantage we have is we can't be surprised.
There you go.
I have a dagger of warning.
Yep.
Oh, great.
That's a great item to have.
I don't actually use it. I just wear it.
Yeah.
That's okay. As long as it tells us something's there. All right, Chet. So I guess we make it through the night, yes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It is.
No one dies.
It is day. You guys wake the barbarian, who seems to be snoring happily, and
we can't find the barbarian. I think.
I'm paladin.
Paladin. Sorry, not barbarian.
Yes. I stab and smite. It's different.
Stabby smite.
Yes.
So,
everybody sleeps.
You're a Goliath, right? That's what it is.
I am. Yes,
Goliath.
I am. Very large.
That's what I was thinking is Goliath, but brain.
Big head.
So
body.
you guys are still in like the craggy reaches.
Yes.
You guys can. The day is yours. The island is still, as far as you can tell, there's still the fire is still spreading.
What else do we need to do? I mean,
we really don't.
That's the threat.
The big thing was get the metal or get the sample.
Is
And
no
assess the
threat?
threat.
We killed threat. He's gone. He's fine. We leave.
This was the little one.
Yeah,
Yes,
you were.
it's fine.
You are aware you were sent to find out what threat the large burning hunk of rock would be. Whether or not you are forthright about what you actually accomplished is up to you.
The one is big one.
Unfortunately, being good, I'm probably going to lean to wanting to find out why.
Yeah,
well, we could probably head directly towards the body of water that's keeping the fire on the other side of the island, and then look for a way across.
You know what we have? We have a boat. Why don't we use our boat and row around? To
that seems way too much.
Just saying. I'm trying to innovate as a gnome. We're known to do these things.
Make a nature intelligence check.
All right. So nature's +4, 11.
You are fairly confident that if the fire was hot enough this far away from the epicenter, you don't want to see what the beach on the other side of the hit looks like.
Yeah, it's very hot. We cannot go any closer. We can't breathe underwater. We can't breathe under fire.
And this isn't going to cool anytime soon.
Not without some magical assistance. Or a really heavy rain.
Does it look like it's going to rain?
I can do my rain dance. I do my rain dance.
Yes,
okay.
With the bagpipes.
Yeah.
While playing bagpipes.
Yes.
Okay. You do a really, really fantastic rain dance.
Let me roll.
Go for it.
Not so fantastic.
It's fantastic to you.
11, and my performance is +1.
Oh, 12, maybe.
12 drops of rain. Oh.
You perform quite well, given the circumstances. However, the clouds don't seem to be appearing as you had hoped.
Is raining somewhere though?
Yeah.
Yes. It is.
Good job.
See, you're very optimistic.
Very good. Very good.
So basically, I think we got to go back. I mean,
We have to go back.
I don't want to go running through the very hot area. I'm already an albino. I don't need to turn into ash.
Did we want to
give you
take the
some
cave
color.
route?
Don't really like going underwater.
But the question is, does that heated area superheat that cave?
I would think so.
I would too, and that's what worries me.
Is turning sand into glass.
You could make an intelligence check. Or a nature check again.
All right. An 18 plus 4 will do it. So that's a 22.
You're fairly familiar with the fact that heat typically rises, so the ground temperature is usually significantly cooler than the air temperature above it.
And being neutral good, I got to share that fact, so I'm going to share that fact. I think the tunnels will be cool, and we could go under tunnel. Yeah, we could, unless we want to take the 4 back, but then that means the sailors could leave us, and we would be in trouble.
Tunnels.
Cuddles?
Puddles?
Puddles.
I don't know. Tunnels, puddles. Turtles.
I can talk to turtles, yes.
Let's go for the tunnels. We're going to go look for a cave. Yeah. For Chet's edification, we're going to go down in the cave and go towards the
Sounds good. You go and make an investigation check to try to find an entrance of some kind.
16 total.
Okay. So you spend some time kind of surveying the area, and after
I would like to wear my iron pot on my head.
I like that idea. Protection.
Know what armor is for?
Okay. So you eventually lead the pot-headed Poon. You guys eventually you do find like an entrance, a cave entrance, and you're not certain yet exactly where that will lead you, but you kind of surveying, you assume that this will probably be the best way to get into the network of caves here. After about, we'll say, an hour of kind of getting your bearings and then getting into the cave system, you actually come to a section of cave where it almost looks abnormally like straight, but it's a very narrow section, so it would be basically 1 by 1, and Marta, you might have to take that pot off because it's very dark, and as you start to get into this section, you actually smack your head the pot pretty hard on.
And it's protected now.
It is. Your head is protected. However, it is very, very loud every time you smack that pot into something.
Oh
God! So I
can carry my candle.
So I go for stealth, which the Boots of Elvenkind get me advantage. My rolls are, no joke, 19 and 20, natural.
Very nice.
So I think I'll take the 20 to quietly move ahead of the party, and I do have dark vision as a spell, so I'm going to cast the dark vision.
Okay.
So we don't have to necessarily use the light source, and if you guys need one, that's fine. I'll kind of stealth ahead a little bit.
I have my candle that I bought, special.
There you go.
So with the light and with the dark vision now, you actually notice that there seems to be actual grooves in the side of the walls here. This doesn't look like a natural cave formation. It looks very old. Does anybody want to make an intelligence check to look at those, or do you want to just keep moving on?
I will.
Yeah, intelligence. Can it be intelligence history?
Yes, history would be probably your best option.
I'm just gonna use divine sense.
You don't see anything pinging in your range yet.
Okay. Bark.
Do we hear that?
She's hungry.
Then Mom, feed me.
Yeah. So is what am I looking at specifically? Am I looking at something made of stone?
Yeah. So it is a stone. Yeah. So your dwarven craft would technically fall into that as well.
Yeah. Stone cunning. Yeah. So that'll be plus 10. 25.
This is particularly ancient. The method of how this was built reminds you very much of the city that you guys started off in. There's actually some debate as to how the city was constructed, because it looks like kind of a stone and mortar system with the grooves and how they interconnect, but there's no mortar. It just looks like a one like it's all formed out of one stone. So you're not sure how it was created, but it is a particularly ancient method of stonework. And this is a very thin, or very small, very narrow hallway. Excuse me. That seems to be branched off of whatever cave system that you were just in.
So a man-made structure, basically.
I relay the information. Does it seem like this was part of the city at some point?
It's far too far south for this to have been, because this is an island far, far off the coast. It took you a few hours to get here. But there are other types of similar stonework throughout the continent that you're aware of. A lot there's some old sort of monuments that people have found throughout the area. Some of them are still around and very visible, but yeah, just looking at it, it looks like this is part of that that same school of ancient architecture. It was probably
like ancient, like really, really, really ancient.
Correct. Yeah, ancient, like beyond the current recorded history.
Okay, yeah, this is giving me like big alien vibes. So.
Oh, you know what? I figured out. I figured out why it's so dark. I had the pot over my eyes. I can see better.
Yeah,
now.
I will take her hand and guide her through the.
It makes it a lot easier. There's a lot fewer clangs as you guys are going through now that she's being guided and not covered by a pot.
It's a cling and an ow.
Yep.
Ow.
So, Kalish will whisper to Arturo and say, "Please keep an eye on me so I don't disappear while I'm scouting ahead." I figure you can probably keep an eye on me to make sure that doesn't occur.
Can you do like a reverse hunter's mark?
Yeah.
So, you continue scouting. Go ahead and give me some perception just to keep an eye out.
Chet, I'm gonna
go
to the back.
I do great.
And
a 6.
Stealthy, and be stealthy in the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
6.
want me to inspire you?
Maybe. Yeah.
With the bagpipes?
A 6 is not doing well. Yeah. Give a mournful bagpipe playing down there to let whatever knows.
And it echoes through the cavern.
So
a very not only a very like upsetting tone because of how dark this is, and you get that kind of melancholy wail of bagpipes, but also the reverberation is really loud. Like it's actually kind of painful because the echo just keeps going. You imagine you were being really, really stealthy there, Kalish. However, it doesn't.
But now you're inspired.
It doesn't matter at this point.
So
as long as I blend into the walls, I might be able to live. But other than that, of course, I don't know how much an albino blends into a wall structure like this.
You guys continue for quite a while. You are fairly certain you're heading in the right direction.
Yeah, with a 6.
yeah. But there's not a lot of branching off that happens here.
Okay.
And you continue on for quite a while. You eventually reach one area where it looks like there is a collapsed tunnel section that branches off. But you'd have to spend some time digging it out to continue that direction. But then the stonework starts to dip down and continue to go further deeper into the
into
island
the
itself.
into the underdark.
Always a good direction. Yeah.
Yes, let's go down and play with the mind flayers, the drow, and everything else that's down there.
It'll be fine.
The Spernivling, yeah.
That's great.
Those I don't worry about. Those are my buddies. Other than that, we're dead. So it doesn't look like we're going to go up anywhere. So it looks like that collapsed tunnel section is going to be our best bet.
Were there any tracks? I asked the ranger. Were there any tracks?
Well, I roll a 19 on that. So 19 plus 4 is a 23. Does it look like there's any tracks in the dust and the?
Nope, no tracks that you can see.
None.
So you kind of continue on just to get a feel for it, and it does seem to be going down. But you do also with the 19, you also catch a new scent, a bit of a draft coming in from that section. You now kind of get you are starting to get the feeling that there may be an opening here somewhere.
I'll relay that back and say I'm getting some fresh air, which is a positive sign. Most likely it's going to go to the surface.
Oh.
Is there any hint of ash in the air, basically?
It's hard to tell, given how dusty it is down here.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like this has been traveled at all in recent history. So you guys are actually tracking up just quite a bit of dust.
So we might get a little bit of extra coinage by letting them know that, gee, there's a structure similar to the city out here. And maybe we ought to put some archaeologists out here.
None of this is a good idea.
Probably not, but...
So you
Should
can...
we go?
Are you guys going to continue forward?
Yep.
Okay. You
Just
guys
keep an eye behind us.
Yep.
All right. So Kalish will be out probably about 30 feet ahead of the rest. That way I'm out of the light source.
Arturo, go ahead and make that perception check to see if you're being followed.
Sure. 15.
You don't see anything behind you, at least at your range. So you don't see. It doesn't look like you're being followed.
Good.
You guys start to notice the wall kind of begin to widen just a little bit as you approach what looks to be an opening in the tunnel. It's still very dark, but that smell of fresh air seems to be a little bit stronger, and you're also getting you're starting to smell some salt air.
Can I tell the direction of where it's coming from?
It's just coming in through that where it's starting to open up.
Okay. So this is the best way. It'll take us right back to where the ocean is, hopefully.
Yes, I am a little stuffed up still. I can't smell very good because, it was, I think...
Yes, it did grab your nose.
I think I still have... There's some goo just up in...
That's where the acid hit you the hardest, was inside the nose.
Oof.
Not a good day.
So you guys reach the kind of what seems to be like the end of the tunnel, and there's a you notice there's a pretty steep drop at the end of this section, but there's what looks to be a hewn stair that leads down and to the right from where you are, and then there's what you're actually staring at is just an opening. It is dark.
Should
dark
we go?
Like we can't see anything even with dark vision?
Not at your 60-foot range, no. It continues on into darkness.
Okay.
So no way up or just a way down?
It appears to be a way down.
Should we go down further and see what is in the inky depths?
I thought we were going up.
I did too.
I feel very at home in these tunnels.
You do.
Yeah.
It actually feels quite comfortable for you and for Kalish, as far as like a general, just like kind of homey from your experience. But as you continue,
I'm always scared when I'm outside that I'm going to fall to the sky. Of course, that's a legitimate dwarf fear.
Yeah. the gravity might reverse at some point, and then you just have it nowhere to go but out. But this is for you. This actually kind of feels like some of the dwarven halls, because they do like to have that grandeur of open spaces, but deep. So this feels very much like that style. As you're heading down the stairs, it is still quite fairly narrow, but you're able to kind of slowly, and you start to realize that there's a bit of a curve to the stair. You guys are actually curving your way around an outside wall.
Down.
Yes, and as you guys go down, this gentle curve for about 20 minutes or so, and you can see now a couple of things. You hear this you hear that splash of water, and you can smell that salt air that it's very strong at this point, and just with dark vision up, you can see that there seems to be some kind of a tide pool at the bottom of this stair. You also make a perception check.
Okay. Well, that didn't go well. 10.
Everyone make perception checks.
Yes, someone please outdo Kalish.
8.
Oh.
10.
Whoa.
Yeah.
2.
Oh wow.
Woo!
Where?
Sorry. Oh, it slipped down a little bit again.
Yes. Martha has the ultimate perception check.
You want me to light the candle again?
You guys don't. You guys can see there's kind of there you can see kind of the general shape of this place taking on now. It looks like some kind of like a spherical or not spherical, but a cylinder that's carved deep into the ground, and it seems to be stopping at the base of the stairs here. You don't see any other like signs of anything at the moment.
Do you want me to go in and poke something? I'm good at.
How'd that work out last time?
I don't remember. I slept.
So
since then.
I'm gonna say you guys continue walking, and as you continue going around, you get pretty close to the end of the stair, and you've got now a full range of this wide opening. It looks like there's kind of a tide pool in the center, where with like a little path that goes like down and out, most likely you imagine to like it goes under the wall of this cavern, most likely out to the ocean. And you can see where the pool itself rises and falls, and outside of that there's actually a rim that goes all the way around, so it's kind of stepped, so there's stages there.
Let's follow it and see where it goes. I mean, otherwise we're going to be diving in the water, and for me, you
want me to dive in the water? I told you I can't breathe under there, but I can.
No, not yet. Not unless we have to.
Okay, I mean I will.
I just don't want something to eat you, and there are worse things down in the dark.
You also
want to eat you.
You also see on
yesterday
as you guys kind of made your way down on the far wall. So you've gone. You guys were up at the top of the cylinder, and you've come down to the end here. On the far wall from where you started, you see there's been some kind of a collapse of the wall on the opposite side. But it's difficult to see any of it because even with a 60-foot range, you're still pretty far away. It's like 100,
so
150
possible
feet.
Impact site for where that thing came down, or at least something came down. Let's now. Is there any?
Can I intimidate the light into being brighter?
I don't think so. What would you guys like to do?
So are there any carvings or any writings or pictographs on any of these walls?
Not on here. Everything looks to be the same basic construction as what you saw in the hallway. It looks almost like the wall is textured to have a pattern to it, but you don't. There's no carving that was done. Okay. No mortar left behind.
Okay. Well, I guess, what do you think? Go up and try to traverse towards where the thing's going out, just to see, or do we want to go to the collapse?
Oh, I just don't have any good useful stuff.
The collapse probably leads more towards where we need to go.
All right.
Is
so
it
go towards the collapse?
I could use Zone of Truth on the rocks and ask them.
There you go.
Why they're here?
Okay, you're gonna talk to the rocks.
No.
Maybe your brain did get sucked out.
I haven't stabbed anything.
That's mean.
I don't think so I could tell.
No.
Sorry.
All right.
Sorry. Sarcasm are my weapons of choice.
All right. So using the perceptive, I'm going to use investigative as we go along to see as we go to the collapse if there's any footprints or anything around there. And that's a 10, so that doesn't get me much.
You go. So where are you walking to?
Towards the collapse, where the collapse is.
Yeah.
We don't have to go in the water to get there, do we?
We should also check.
No, you don't. There's like the tide is low right now, so there's actually like two concentric rings. Where you can tell the water fills because there's like lichen and growth in there. The water will fill those sections, and then there's an outside ring that doesn't look like it gets touched. But you, as you kind of walk around the outside, and you get close to the collapse, you see a kind of glinting green color coming off of the rock near the collapse, As you're approaching it, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okay. So Arturo, you want to say something, or Rich, you were going to say something with...
Oh, I was just saying to make sure that the collapse is stable if we start to go in that direction.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so perception of 17.
Okay.
Natural 20.
I rolled a 19 on this one. I'm doing perception as well.
You are perceptive.
So
just when it comes to shiny things.
So
which gives me 21.
Arturo, as you are watching Kalish approach the collapse area, you do also kind of get a glimpse. Do you have dark vision, or are you using?
I'm using the candle. I don't have dark vision.
Okay, you don't see anything. You can't see very well with the what's going on by the actual collapse, but you do see. You are keeping a close eye on Kalish because he asked you to watch out, and you notice kind of a shift in the air next to him, and Kalish, I need you.
This ain't gonna go well, is it?
Watch out. It's the air.
We'll see if it helps.
I'd yell duck, but if it spikes, that would be horrible.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because you'd be ducking right into it. It's just so.
By the way, my AC is 16 if you need to know. Flat-footed, I don't know what it'll be without my dex, it would be like a 13, but I think in this one we have advantage versus the flat-footed, so.
So yeah, you have you actually feel a hand touch you just as Arturo says, "Watch out," and you take 17 points of necrotic damage.
Son of a biscuit, that's not fun. This
humanoid creature covered in dark red robes that has a symbol of a hand on the front, this big gnarled hand, and it reaches out and touches you and says, "I wasn't expecting guests," and sucks the life out of you, and you actually see the creature get stronger. Like you physically watch as it looks a little gnarly, but with that touch, you see kind of it stretches a little bit and goes, "Oh, that feels good."
A smack in the back of the head.
So the hunters are the prey. Basically, the hunters prey with the monsters. Does that tell me anything about it?
Right.
Strengths, weaknesses.
This is not a monster.
It's the friend.
This looks like a person of some kind.
Not good. All right.
Okay.
So can I do an athletics to try to roll out of the way? Do like a roll to get out of the way of its
Yeah,
touching
yeah.
me,
As soon as it like zaps you, you kind of pull back and roll backwards and start like pulling back towards the stairway. I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative.
Okay. Well, that's a good one. That's a 20. Not a natural, but a dirty 20.
24.
21.
And we just need Frigga.
Oh, 17.
Ah,
Okay. So what? So we had 21. What did Arturo get?
24.
24. Okay, and Kalish?
I had a 20.
Okay, great. So Arturo, what would you like to do? You see the hand like as it reaches, you see that shimmer turn into a hand and then turn into a whole person, as this kind of somewhat withered but very tall human creature of some kind. You're not sure. In bright red, in dark red robes, like blood red robes, sucks some of the life out of Kalish.
Oof, that sucks.
Not good. Not good.
So, I will attack this red robed figure creature as I shout a warning to everybody else. Look out. 18.
18. Let's see.
Hits.
Well, it would hit, but it pops shield. Just to flex it.
I will
You
disengage.
got to be kidding me. Oh, this is not good.
Go ahead.
It just like knocked it away like it wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is fine.
Great.
I will
All
disengage and pull out the short bow.
So, Kayla says, "Oh, Martha, it deflects arrows. Smash."
I get
this was a dagger.
smash.
It
Kill,
deflected
smash.
a thrown dagger, right? It was,
In
or were
fact,
you?
It was a slash because we were right there.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I assumed you were a little ways behind him, so it took some of your movement to get there, but that's fine.
Yeah, and then I'll disengage with the bonus action.
Okay, disengage. Gotcha.
Yep.
I get to
This is
smash.
perfect. Yes, you get to smash. This
Okay.
is perfect for Martha.
Martha?
Being a paladin.
Yes.
It is your turn.
I am going to use a. Oh, well, I thought that was a bonus action. I was going to turn my weapon magical as a.
Magic weapon is a bonus action.
Yeah. So sacred weapon.
Oh, sacred weapon.
So it just adds +1 to attack rolls, and it emits bright light.
Ooh.
And my mace is now magical.
Okay, so the light shines out, and what you see, the what you assumed was like a collapse, is actually the kind of a. It almost looks like a section of that same ore is embedded in the wall on this side. It's not a full. It's not like an egg shape, but you do see on the side of it this large hole cracked into the edge, and the rest is and it's flanked by this kind of like jutting out section of ore out of what was was once the wall.
Okay, so now with my magical weapon,
Yep.
I'm going to try and stay behind it, but smack it in the head.
Okay.
14.
Misses. No wait, no. No. 14 misses, because it still has shield up.
And that was a 2, so that's worse.
Okay.
That's all I can do. I missed with both attacks.
Okay. Kalish?
Doing my bonus action to throw up my hunter's mark on it, and I am going to take some shots at it.
Okay.
I don't like this thing. Don't like it at all, my friend. 22 and 19. First one's 22. The second one's
That's
19.
mean.
22 hits, 19 does not.
Okay, so the 22 does hit. All right, so that will give me something there. It gives me 10 points of damage to it.
Okay.
Well, that was not very nice of you to reach out and touch someone. Did I give you permission? He says,
Yeah.
looking at the creature.
You walked into my home.
Ah, but we are guests. You treat guests so rudely.
I know, but I'm just so hungry.
No. No.
They don't want to be lunch.
Sorry, we left our brain in the egg.
That brings us to Frigga.
Oh,
Come on,
so
Frigga.
I go before the
You do.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Light him up.
Then what I will do is I guess just can I get close enough to hit it with my weapon? Or
Yeah.
am
You
I
can get
too far?
you can get so yeah, you guys didn't notice it even there. So yeah, you can get within range. It wasn't very you guys weren't very far because you were all looking around the same
Okay.
vicinity.
And now it's light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I guess I will use my bonus action to cast magic weapon, and then green flame blade this thing.
Okay.
This person, this nice person.
Roll that attack.
Yeah.
He loves us all.
Oh, natural 20. So that'll be actually that'll be a
Nice.
29 to hit.
Yes.
That'll hit.
And you get max damage to the weapon under the gore, destroy, crush rule, right?
The brutal criticals.
Yes.
Yep. Max damage to the first die, and then you just roll normally.
There
Okay.
you go.
So the first then will be 15,
Okay.
and then the second one is 14.
Nice. 29. Kill it. Kill it dead.
Yes.
Luke,
Yes.
your line is, how do you want to do this?
Oh no. I'm sorry.
Not yet.
That's not the line.
Ugh.
The line is you make a
Would you
charisma saving throw.
the question is, do you have any other actions you'd like to take?
Before
I don't-
dying.
I don't like this.
Horrible.
No, but if it's going to attack me or something, I can use my arcane deflection.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys take some heavy swings, and it doesn't look super happy about it. But let's see.
But the necromancer in it decides, I'm going to suck the life out of you anyway, so no biggie.
Well, it says, well, it seems you are quite the capable bunch, but I don't feel like I just don't feel like dealing with this right now. Belarus, we have guests, and outside and from inside the egg,
Mercy.
you see coming out of it this like almost floating skull-like creature
Oh.
with a series of lights around its head.
Nope.
I hate them eyelids.
Were you told- Were you told to kill us all?
I was told no such thing. I simply summoned my friend here to join me on this plane.
No, you, the DM.
Oh, me? No, I was not sent to kill you all.
Though the donations hold our fate in their hands.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can donate. You can donate to eliminate these bad guys right now.
Us die.
Yeah.
Would anybody like to make an Arcana check to figure out what it is you're facing here?
Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead and make those Arcana checks.
13 plus.
I got a natural 20.
Alrighty. So 17
Minus
plus 4,
1.
21.
Minus
So
1.
21.
Minus 20.
Okay, so you guys are all fairly familiar with just general monster madness, but what you're seeing here, you're fairly certain, based on just spells and how this guy is functioning, he is most likely a decent level necromancer, and the creature that he says he has summoned is what you would call a death tyrant.
Oh, God.
Undead? Do I know that?
It is an undead beholder.
Oh, you've got to be frigging
Dude,
kidding
since we
me.
all cast the check, could we all
This is how I wanted to
and
die.
confuse them?
Well, you are because of Marta's experience. Marta, you've heard of these, but you had never hoped to face one this soon.
No.
You have the immediate urge to take off. You are very nearly shaken just by the knowledge of what it is you are facing.
Hello. Is it my turn?
It is Arturo's turn.
Oh.
Oh wait, no wait.
No,
But first.
No, but first.
The necromancer.
Yeah. He is
no,
going.
but first.
He's just gonna reach out and touch Kalish one more time.
Of course, because Kalish looks delectable.
And
It's
if
a
you would
bad
like
touch.
to give the necromancer advantage, that would be fine too.
Go.
I'm gonna. So that is a 28 to hit.
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay.
You don't even need to ask on that.
And he still has that up. So
Aye.
It's going real good.
Yeah. I'm going to become a necromancer's puppet. Always wanted that.
I lost the dice.
We'll cut those strings for you.
I think I'm going to be running and drinking potions. Yes, I am.
Am I, since I'm the strong one, am I carrying the stones that we have to take back?
You have one currently.
It's enough to get paid though.
Yes, you would get paid for one. You get paid for each one that you bring back. You take 28 points of necrotic damage,
Mamma mia.
and you just see him go, thank you again. That is, it's just so invigorating. It's been so long.
Rude. Very rude. Kalish says.
And
Oh wait, so was that a spell? No, it was an ability.
so you notice that he previously cast a spell on himself, and all he did was reach out and touch Kalish.
Oh,
I love
I didn't-
enervation.
oh, okay, I
Enervation just is yuck.
It wasn't. It's you recognize it as a vampiric touch. It is.
Okay, so it cast. Did he cast the spell like in this turn?
No. Nope.
Oh.
He cast the spell right before he became not invisible. He cast the spell and he reached out and grabbed Kalish to suck some life out of him.
He's basically healing himself at my expense.
Yes.
That's what
Yeah.
I put it.
He is now, and he's going to and then he disapparates and reapparates by the death tyrant. No longer in range of being struck.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for now.
Oh, and you guys,
But-
so you also got a natural 20, Arturo, or Poon, right? You got a natural 20?
-1.
-1, but I'll give you. So I natural 20s means something to me. You also remember from your studies that the eye of a death tyrant negates all healing within its vision.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So basically, we do not want to get caught in that
Cool,
vision.
cool, cool, cool.
You are you. It is staring at all of you currently.
It can see us. Yeah. No, that's fine. It's great.
Does that include like the potions itself, or is that just spells?
You're not entirely sure.
Oh,
I would say with a 20, I would say so. Kalish would not know any of this, but
Yeah, no.
But you're not entirely sure. So any form of magical healing supposedly is null and void within its vision. But again, this is just tale. You're not entirely sure.
You said studies, but really I just saw it in a play once.
Same difference. You pay attention to pretty much anything having to do with undead. So
Yeah.
Is it my turn yet?
yes.
'Cause I have one thing I can do.
Okay, one thing.
I am going to turn the unholy. Are they within 30 feet of me?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a ridiculously low DC, but anything fiend or undead has to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's all right. It's better than nothing.
That's physical fiend, not just fiendish mind.
Correct. Physical fiend.
All right, good. I'm safe. For now.
For now.
Okay, let's see. What kind of... It's a wisdom save?
Yes.
Natural 20.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's about to happen.
My first one of the
So-
night. That's crazy.
So that's great.
That is low.
I will say because we are at our time limit, you may choose. This can be a next time on, and we will maybe try to find a way to get you guys back together and run a fight.
That'd be cool. I would like to.
My
Or-
next action was going to be dimension door the frick out of there.
With that, the giantest one of you actually dimension doors themselves to the top of the staircase.
It's bad. We're running.
Would the rest of you like to follow?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're running for now.
Okay.
We'll see where it ends out. But
You
I
are.
start,
I would
my
like-
feet start running in place, and then I just zoom.
I actually, before I leave, I just want to see like how fucked we were, and I would like to cast the spell magic on the necromancer.
Okay.
And if I sense that nothing like substantial happened, then I will run. So
Go ahead.
any spell of 3rd level or lower ends.
Okay. You do see like this purplish energy around him just kind of stop.
Okay.
It looks like he had mage armor up, and
Oh.
beyond that, you don't see anything else.
Okay,
bye.
Chamor is at 1st level spell, so let's go.
I would have taken.
The vampiric touch was at a higher than 3rd level, so it automatically your ability does not.
So I'm not sure how
you have
this
to roll.
works.
So you have to roll
what-
roll a d20.
Yeah,
And
plus my spellcasting ability, right?
yes.
I would have taken one person with me, the one that has been damaged by.
Kalish, the smallest.
I just
That's
reach
a-
out and put my hand on his head, and we zoom.
Okay.
Thank you, Martha. You're my buddy now.
That's
I'm not
16
evil. I will
plus
help.
4.
Okay.
So
Go on.
20.
I'm
Okay.
neutral good. So
The vampiric
believe me,
touch also
very
ends.
much.
Okay.
But other than that, that's it. So he was there was kind of like
He was summoning this creature, right?
he did.
Or-
He said he did summon this creature.
Okay, so the creature is still there. So yeah, no.
It is.
High
It
level
also
necromancer. High level.
you also so you recognize so this thing came out of the meteor, the stone, similar to what you saw previously where there's a crack in it. You didn't investigate very thoroughly, but you would guess that this thing also fell in the same form as the Ross Flayer that you fought earlier, and this
was much easier.
Yeah, well, and this necromancer claims to have summoned it.
Yeah.
Right.
Not good for us. Not good.
So,
Yeah.
you guys managed. I'll say for brevity, you guys managed to beeline it out. It doesn't appear that it's following you. Also, you are pretty sure that the mind flayer, or not the mind flayer, the beholder creature cannot follow you through the doorway. So it doesn't. Nothing appears to be trailing you back, and you make your way back out of that the area.
Shall we go back and report this to people who could summon much higher level people?
Hey, we were just hired to assess,
It's very bad.
Yep.
not eliminate.
It's bad.
Yeah. Conclusion: it's bad.
Yes. That's
I do
beyond
not
our
want to go
pay
back.
Yes, necromancer and undead beholder, not good.
Okay.
I can draw them the picture and everything. Like
Yes.
this is the situation. You handle it. We did what we could.
If you show me picture of like 4 things, I can point to the one that
Yes.
it was.
You report back. You are paid a 1,000 platinum pieces for the piece of the ore that you brought back. You
Yes.
split amongst all of you. You're also paid an additional 1,000 gold pieces for the intel, and they seem very unnerved by what you find.
As
I wouldn't
were
think
we.
so. Yes, we were very unnerved.
Yeah, especially about the painting. It was just horrible.
and
It was worst
it
part.
lit- it
So
lit you.
weird.
I mean, come on.
My nose is never going to be the same.
That's right.
You see that right there? This scar.
It's nasty. It killed
Okay.
I think there
Well-
was mold there.
It used to be pretty.
We are so that is the end of that is the ending of the unusual rain, and thank you guys for putting up with the insanity, and thank you CA for giving us another Bob Ross
Yes,
mimic
chaotic
flair.
entity.
That was so much fun, and I've tossed in an extra mimic for you, an extra baby mimic actually.
Yes.
That is now growing in its little or is now meteor fodder from Frigga.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yeah.
she burned it with fire.
Yeah.
And yeah, that to be continued potentially. But that was
Yes. Great job, Chet.
Yes.
You have
Yes,
to know
this was
when
great.
to run.
We actually lived. I'm amazed.
Yeah.
Sure.
Which means
Yeah.
we can get together again and like finish this thing.
Yes,
Right?
exactly.
By
Exactly.
the skin of our Goliath.
you survived to level up another day.
I'm
I
there.
saw things, y'all.
Things you can't get out of your mind.
Pain changes people.
Yes, it does.
You saw the vision of your death and just barely. I mean, it just gave you just enough strength to like shake it off.
Push on.
I'm going to curl up. When next time I fall asleep, I'm just going to curl up with my weapons and just
Yes.
weep a little bit.
It's one of
Fair.
those moments.
I'll
perfectly
never
fair.
let you go ever again.
Yes. And now Kayla
Do
shall
the
have
same with your
tics.
brain.
Tics when it comes to necromancers. That little okay. Just don't reach out and touch me anymore.
You're very wary of people giving hugs or kisses anymore. 'Cause
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lesson here. The lesson
Lesson
here
learned.
is don't touch anything and don't let anything touch you.
yeah.
Exactly.
I never touch anything again for the next like 5 minutes.
Don't sniff anything either.
Yeah, don't sniff anything either.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to have to say goodbye because this is the end of our. We are a little bit over time, but we started a little late, so. Thank you. This was so much fun. I really appreciate it. Thank you for getting
Where was
up.
that to help us?
Yes.
What?
Reach out and hug a mind
This
flayer.
is my dice guardian, so it was guarding my dice.
Oh, all right.
So yeah.
Very important job.
My
Here,
mascot.
I feel bad. I should have brought my penguin.
Yay! Oh, that's amazing!
See? There
I
you
love
go.
it. Oh, wow!
next round will be entirely DM'd by Susie. It touches you.
Yay.
The necromancer, it touches you. And just bam. It sucks the life right out of you.
No, I'm going to
I
please
love it.
talk to Borty and I do not like that.
It's like 6 a.m. traffic. It just sucks the life right out of you.
Yeah.
No good.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Thank you guys. Go ahead and everybody give us a last shout out, who you are, where we can find you, and whatnot, so we can do our outro.
Hey,
All right.
should
Francita.
I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Francita.
Hi, I'm Francita. You can find me on Twitter at by Francita, and I'm a graphic designer. So if you want to hire me, my rates are very affordable. So yeah, hire me, please.
And
Also,
makes,
she's
There you go.
adorable.
and makes really awesome stickers.
We like it.
Poon.
That's me. Yes, I am Poonicorn. On Twitter, I'm Poonicorny with a Y on the end. And for the next, 8 hours, you'll find me in my bed.
Or
There you
not.
go.
Or not find you is really the point, right?
Please don't find me.
So who's next? Rich or
Rick.
me?
Rick,
All
you're up.
right. So Ric M the GM on Twitter, and then just Rick the GM on Facebook. So I'm out there. Love you guys. Love everything gaming.
And Rich.
Hi, I'm Rich, DisruptiveDM on Twitter, Draxus on Twitch, apparently. You could find me all week long at the LI Tabletop Twitch channel, streaming this week, including Basic Dungeons & Dragons and the
Sweet.
Weekly Word talk show on Thursday nights.
Go check out the Weekly Word and watch the past episodes so you can see yours truly.
Yes,
Ah,
been there.
Yeah.
hint.
My name is Chet, a DM _ Luke Thomas, or Luke Thomas pretty much everywhere else. I am a painter. I paint stuff here on the channel Mondays, 9 p.m. To 11. Many miniatures and such. And yeah, we really appreciate you guys coming out and supporting us and supporting One Drop for Flint. Please keep donating.
Absolutely.
Please hang out and watch the rest of the stream today, as we will have a lot more going on. So
Yep.
thank you. Bye.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, thanks.